Yun.
Okay lang po, okay lang.
Governor, mayang hapon.
Mayong hapon, sir.
Dani, Dayang Hiran, Davao.
Hi, Danny. How are you?
Mayor, mayang hapon, Mayor.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, Vice Cop.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
Hello, Danny.
Hello, Bob.
Let's go, Karen. Good afternoon.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Bob.
Good to see you.
Good afternoon, Gob Dax. Nancy. Good afternoon, Gob Dax.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Cop Nancy.
Hello.
Guwapa pa rin, ha?
Gob Nancy.
Wala
Hi,
na
go.
akong, wala na kaming haircut. Mga lalaki, walang haircut.
Walang ano?
Walang haircut. Walang gupit.
Ano ba to?
Chairman Dax, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hey, si Ma'am Eden nandito din.
Oh, okay.
Parang lalo kayong bumabat.
Busy kasi ang career, kaya bumabata.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon po.
Ernie. Ernie.
Pinadaw ko yun. Kaibigan ko po yung kaka-message ko na po siya.
Let's go.
Before we start, maybe you can give us the guidelines and the rules of engagement para maayos tayo.
Okay. We have actually flashed it on the screen.
Opo.
We will flash it
Unit po
again.
yun. Paano po pala wala po bantay siyang kasama?
May bantay po siyang kasama. Sa kanya, punta siya sa rail station. Ang sabi daw po sa rail station, ay huwag siya lumapit kasi ay
Wala ba ng kwan? Kasi baka, hindi, baka kasi isolation unit na yung nagdalan sa kanya. Pa-check ko lang.
Wala.
Before we begin, siguro I would like to start by thanking throughout this lockdown. I know that all the executive directors of all the leagues have been working very hard. Even the local executives and the local legislators have all worked so hard these past few weeks, and nakikita naman na your work has really served our people. So congrats po sa inyong lahat for really going above and beyond the call of duty. So I think the ULAP is very proud of you. Napakita nyo that the LGUs have responded very well to the COVID situation. Bernie, what time will our guest of honor and secretary join us?
He should be joining us any minute now. We'll try to get hold of him. Siguro medyo wrapping up lang siya with his other engagement. We have his presentation lined up already on cue. So it's just a matter of minutes.
Okay.
But in the meantime, it's already 2 o'clock, so we can start promptly.
Okay. Maybe we can show the ground rules and agenda on screen so that we can
Okay.
Two to 3 p.m. This presentation of LGUs in
So, hingin niya yung ground rules. I-flash daw muna natin. Sige. Okay.
Okay.
Very simple lang. This is a special meeting. No, it's not our regular meeting. It's just a special meeting so we can collaborate with our honorable task force Chief Diplomat Secretary Carlito Galvez. We will have this time for around an hour. About an hour, we will join us, and the rest of the time, we will be just discussing amongst ourselves.
Okay. Chair, Governor Presby here. Chair.
Yes, sir. I go Presby. Nice to see you.
How are you? Yeah.
I go Presby.
I guess
Nancy here.
Hi, how are you? All of you. How are you? Chairman, President Dax. Baka we can already start some questions from our representatives of the member leagues while waiting from our Secretary Galvez.
Pwede naman.
Entertain some questions from them while we're waiting for them.
I think it's a good idea and suggestion. Go Presby. So while waiting, we can have informal discussions. Mapag-usapan na. Sige, go ahead. I know that the NEB has a lot of questions.
Sige, you entertain the others first, President Dax. Go. You entertain the other members of the league.
Sige, maybe let's begin with the LND, Liga ng Barangay. Baka they have some questions or things they want to discuss.
Yeah, pero kami sa Liga ng mga Barangay, we have GOB. Nag-request sana kami. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Nag-request for, we are making an appeal puro inclusion of qualified barangay, punong barangays, kagawas, and other appointed officials and workers in the social amelioration because all the most of the barangay officials are starting 10,000. And since frontliners kami, and most of them are frontliners, nagkakagastos din yung mga barangay, punong barangays. And I think nagjo-duty din sila 24/7, frontliners, lahat ginagawa namin. So I think kung pwede lang sana ma-include yung mga punong barangays and also the kagawas sa social amelioration program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
those qualified lang at below 10,000 lang yung honorary nila. Kasi madami naman po nakaka-receive ng 2,000, 3,000 monthly honorarium. So, we are making an appeal siguro through ULAP na we can also be heard sa request namin.
So, maganda naman yung inyong pakiusap, President Eden. I heard you say that as long as they are qualified at hindi naman malaki ang honorarium nila, maybe they can be considered under the social amelioration program. I think that is a very reasonable request. And I personally, I think pwede natin ilapit yan sa ating Secretary of the DSWD, and maybe Secretary Galvez can also help relay your message. Mamaya po, we will give you time to have a conversation with Sec Charlie. I think it's best na sa inyo niya marinig ang inyong suggestion. Any comments from our colleagues? Ganda naman yata yun, ano?
Dax.
Yes, go.
Governor Presby. Yeah, I would just like to share, no, what LPP has done, di ba, Dax? We already made the representations to the President and the Ietf regarding the inclusion of the barangay captains, the kagawads, the I think BNS hindi yata na-include, and members of the Lupon. So that recommendation of LPP was already submitted days ago, no? And then last Saturday, I was able to talk to Secretary Anyo. So I explained the sad plight of the barangay officials, no? And his comment is that he will support that. This is subject to qualification, however, sabi niya, meron kasi mga barangay officials na matataas na yung sweldo. So titignan lang niya yung yung mga mababa, yung mga syempre pro honorarium naman, yung mababa ang honorarium, yun ang ibibigay ng suporta. Yun ang sabi ni Secretary Anyo. So there's a big chance that the barangay officials, the kagawads, the members of the Lupon, yung I think daycare workers, no? They will be possibly given the social amelioration. Medyo malakas naman yung representation natin, ULAP and LPP. I think they may eventually grant it. Tulong-tulong na lang tayo. That's all, Dax.
Thank you, Go Presby. Tama po yun. Tulong tayo dyan. So, yes, tama rin na I think the Secretary Rolly already gave us some opening kasi pumayag na siya sa mga barangay workers. Na-approve na po niya yun eh. I remember that LPP, tulad na sinabi ko, Presby has represented that proposal very well. So, I think ang gusto natin is to expand para yung mga barangay captains, yung mga elected din ay masama rin. Especially, ang hinihingi lang naman natin is subject to verification naman. So I think well within reason ang pakiusap natin. So thank you, Go Presby. Thank you, President Eden. Maybe we can hear from our Councilors League or baka meron silang mga gustong i-raise mamaya.
Good, Dax.
Yes.
Concern lang, Dax, no? Vice Mayor Aljon Diamante of Cebu.
Yes.
Yes, concern ko lang na yung kasing UCT, marami, kasi ang barangay ko dito sa bayan ko, marami po. At marami po nangyari yan dito sa Cebu na may mga konsehal ng barangay na member ng UCT. Now, ang problema ng DSWD, nung mag-be-out, hindi nila na-inform yung mga barangay councilors na hindi pala sila kasali. So nabigay na yung pera, pagkatapos binawi. So yung iba nagastos naman. So yun lang sana kung pwede, i-inform yung mga konsehal bago sila mag-payout na hindi sila kasali.
Oo. Oo. So, tama yun, Mayor. Vice Mayor, nalilito ko eh. Dating matagal na Mayor si Vice Mayor. Tama yun, I think IEC is a... Paano nyo po hinandle yun, Vice? Nagtataka lang ako. Yung mga... So, pinull out, binawi yung pera. Ganun po ba?
Yes po, kinausap na natin, in-explain na natin sa kanila na yun talaga ang patakaran na hindi pwede yung mga konsehal. But sana, dinelete na lang doon sa system nila na hindi nakasama yung mga barangay councilors.
Oo.
Siguro nangyayari din sa ibang bayan yan at saka sa ibang barangays.
Oo. Kasi ang criteria dapat wala kayo sa CCT. Pag CCT yung or 4P automatic hindi nakasali. Tama po.
Yes po.
I think better information campaign is in order for this para malaman agad ng ating mga hingi tayo ng tulong sa ating barangay captain so sa LNB to help inform the barangay kagawads. They are not eligible not because they are kagawad but because they are members of the 4Ps. Yun. Thank you po, Vice Mayor. Salamat po. Baka meron po, habang wala pa si Secretary, baka meron pa from our other...
Governor Dax,
Yes, sir.
Davao Councilors League.
Hi po.
Governor, magandang hapon po.
Go ahead. Danny ba ito?
Danny. Go. Well, we would like to share sana yung sa Councilors League. Presently we are organizing sa awareness level. Yung level ng awareness is very critical. Kung paano ka-serious yung virus na ito. Yung level of awareness kasi from the beginning medyo mababa. They thought that this coronavirus is not so very serious. So I would like to suggest maybe in the proper time na magkaroon tayo ng awareness level campaign by all ULAP members nationwide para malaman ng mga sambayanan yung kaseryoso ng bagay na ito. Kasi isang challenge natin dito yung discipline. Kung titingnan natin, marami pa rin mga kababayan natin na hindi sumusunod sa mga protocols. Siguro baka hindi nila alam ang seriousness ng problem.
Baka hindi nila alam nandito na ako.
The second strategy na isa-suggest ko sana, after having that awareness level, let's organize ourselves into anti-coronavirus campaign. Parang warm bodies na to monitor, provide feedback kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa ating area of responsibility. So you have your awareness level and you have a warm bodies organized to really see to it na sinusunod yung ating protocol ng national government. Then maybe the third strategy na pwede natin gawin, yung to mobilize. So awareness, organize, mobilize. Yung pag-mobilize ng ating organization na dapat continued and sustained expanded effort ng lahat na i-monitor itong kampanya against coronavirus. Especially sa first defense natin, dapat pamilya. Dapat ang hospital is secondary. Ang first defense talaga, dapat doon sa ating bahay. So, then the other one, last institutionalization, ordinances naman. We should have a common ordinance na pwedeng manggaling sa Manila para uniform lahat. Pagdating sa baba, sabay-sabay nating implement. So yun po yung apat na strategy na aking sinasuggest. I put it in writing, ipapadala ko sa ULAP at pwedeng ibigay din kay Secretary Galvez. Thank you, Governor. Those are
Thank
my
you,
personal.
Danny. On that note, I believe our guest of honor has already joined us. So let's not wait. Let's take advantage of his presence and expertise. I thank all of you for your comments and proposals. We'll take them up very, very soon, maybe after this dialogue with our good secretary. So let us begin. Just to have a brief backgrounder, the country is on the verge of shifting to a modified quarantine strategy where some LGUs will remain under strict enhanced community quarantine while the rest may adopt the new normal protocol under the general community quarantine and gradually resume limited economic activities. What does it entail for LGUs? And how can LGUs proactively advance the national action plan at this stage of the fight against the coronavirus? So we have convened this special expanded board meeting of ULAP, receiving answers to our nagging questions directly from the man of the hour. At the same time, we wish to take stock and to share what LGUs and the leagues have initiated on their own in support of the multi-pronged, multi-level approach to the country's collective response to the coronavirus. Before we proceed, let us first acknowledge the participants, and I ask our ULAP Secretary General, Councilor Danny Dayanghirang of Davao, to please acknowledge the participants according to league affiliation.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Per online registration, all members of the leagues are duly represented. We have 17 officers out of 20 members of the board, and there are only 3 absent. The Vice Mayor's League, Vice Mayor Joy Mejia, Mayor Chavit Singson of the Mayor's League, and Councilor Stephanie Teves of 4L Lady Leagues Association. We have also participants coming from approximately 75 confirmed local government officials, including 9 governors, 3 vice governors, 4 city mayors, 4 4 na municipal mayors, 15 vice mayors, and 21 provincial board, and 17 councilors. We have a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you.
More than enough to call for a meeting.
Yes, thank you. I think they all want to hear and interact with our guests of honor. Thank you, Section Dayanghirang. Let me just remind everyone that for the sake of order and time management, during the briefing proper, all microphones will be placed on mute, and only the secretary's microphone will be on screen and will be heard together with the slides. And then number 2, during the open forum, only the leagues who have made registration to ask questions will be first recognized, but we will try to accommodate within the time frame some of the questions that may be posted in our live question and answer. Otherwise, we will ask the good secretary to hopefully answer our questions via email later on. So without further delay, please welcome our Secretary Carlito Galvez, the Chief Implementer of the National Action Plan. Secretary, thank you for joining us.
Sir, maraming salamat po. Narinig niyo po ako, sir?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Sir, sa ating National President ng Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, ang ating mabait at gwapong-gwapong Honorable Dakila Carlo Cua, ang ating ULAP Secretary General, Councilor Danilo Dayanghirang, ang ating pong Chairman of National Executive Board and Governor of Marinduque, Honorable Presbitero J. Velasco Jr., sir, at ang ating mga League of Provinces of the Philippines member, nandito po si Governor Ryan Singson, Governor Omerlito Dolor, Governor J.B. Tyron Uy, Governor Nancy Catamco, Governor Susan Yap, Governor Al Francis Bichara, Governor Jose Riano, the League of the Cities of the Philippines led by Mayor Edgardo Labella and Mayor Evilio Leonardia, League of Municipalities of the Philippines led by Mayor Maria Teresa Constantino, the League of Vice Governors of the Philippines led by Vice Governor Catherine Agapay and Vice Governor Reynald Quimpo, Liga ng mga Barangay led by Board Member Eden Pineda and Board Member George Daniel Bacobo, Vice Mayor's League of the Philippines led by Vice Mayor Democrito Diamante, the Provincial Board Member League of the Philippines led by Board Member Mina Romarate, Philippine Councilors League led by Councilor Danilo Dayanghirang and Councilor Jose Nelson Sala, Lady Local Legislators League led by Board Member Nena Atamosa, the National Movement of Young Legislators led by Vice Governor Polo Revilla and Councilor Lady Julia Grace Barondo, sa ating pong lahat ng nandito po ngayon at ang ating mga public servants, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. At ako po ay nagagalak at maraming po salamat sa inyong pag-imbita sa hapon po na ito. At hopefully, ma-answer ko po yung lahat ng mga questions nyo. With your permission, Mr. Chairman, can I share my slides?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead po.
Sir, we have a meeting with the President last night, and he want to convey to all the local government units that the fight of COVID is not only to the national government, but also, most importantly, to the local government units, especially the governors, the mayors, the barangay captains, and all the barangay officials. So that's why he wanted to congratulate you all for sharing the fight with the national government on our fight against COVID. My presentation will tackle the different scope. So I'll give you some update on the National Action Plan, and also we will give you some update on the critical tasks and way forward. I will deal more on also on the plight of our OFWs, considering that during his message last night, he emphasized our duty, both the duty of the national government and the local government, on really sharing on how we can take care of our OFWs, considering that most of them are already stranded abroad and also stranded here in Metro Manila. Next slide, please. So as you can see, this is the strategy that we had, the strategic design, wherein the current condition, the line of efforts and objectives and end state has been lined up. We have some modifications. If you look at the second column, enhanced monitoring and response, we ramping up on Task Force T3, meaning we will have to ramp up testing, tracing, and treatment. And also, we included also the prevention on our DITR concept, wherein prevention is also very essential in order to mitigate and prevent the possible outbreak of the virus. Next slide, please. This is what we have presented to the President last night, wherein we want to really make an emphasis the T3 management system, wherein the testing, the tracing, and the treatment are equally important. If you see at the left-hand side, we included prevention because we want to communicate with our people. Yung sinasabi po kanina na talaga ang frontliner natin ay yung sa bahay. Dahil talaga po doon po nagsisimula ang prevention. At doon din po nagkakaroon ng tinatawag natin na yung changing of the mindset of the new normal. So yun po ang natin prevention, yung personal hygiene at saka yung social distancing na magiging new normal na po natin. Sa detect po, nakita po natin dito, may mga different ano po tayo. When we say detect, there are two main aspect, which is the test and the trace. And normally, ang trace ay talaga po ang LGU po ang pinaka major ano po natin, lead agency. So we have the swab, we have the RT-PCR test, we have also the rapid antibody test, and then also after that we will have very systematic contact tracing with the different teams, and also we can apply some digital applications and also artificial intelligence, and also we can use the framework of the CIDG and the AAP-PNP intelligence network. Then we say when we isolate, we put up quarantine isolation facilities. We have also home self-isolation and also some community protocols for those who were tested positive. And then also the treatment, and then also the integration. Then we will be adapting to a new normal life. Like for example, at GCQ, we cannot go back to our normal thing because unless the vaccine will be invented, we can go back to our future previous normal life. But right now, we will adapt the personal hygiene and this social distancing and what we call the minimum health standard that we have to establish. So this is a very simple framework on our operational concept. As we seen in the next graph, ito po nag-usap po kami ni Chief ni SILG na ang regional task force po natin ay should replicate the IATF. Meaning ang nandito po ay multi-agency. And then dito po sa provincial, nandito po ang mga governors, and then nandito po sa local natin isa yung mayors at saka yung ating mga barangay captains. So we will make a directive later that the regional task force will be composed of the DILG, the DOH, and the SWD, and the other national government agencies at the regional level, to include OCD. Then next, this is what it will look like at the regional level and also at the provincial level. Then I will give you the data right now. As of May 2020, we have already breached the 9,000 mark. So we are now 9,485 confirmed cases. The good thing is we have only 16 deaths. As compared to other countries, as you all know, in US, their deaths are in thousands. And even in Europe, they're still in hundreds. At you can see, ang nakikita namin, tinitingnan namin po lagi po dito, yung severe at saka critical cases. Because in these severe and critical cases, on the second table, at the rightmost, makita po natin yung severe and critical, 59 and 26, meaning ibig sabihin, less than 100 po. So dito po nagsisimula ang magiging casualty po natin. And good thing, nakikita po natin na mas marami po ang nakita natin na asymptomatic, more than 1,000. And mild cases, majority, which is 84%. So yun lang po ang maganda po sa natin sa ating conditions na at least yung mild cases po natin ay 6,266. Nagkaroon po tayo ng pagkataas ng 262 sa new cases because of our massive testing. So tumaas po yan dahil po nagkaroon po tayo ng mass testing. Pero sa assessment po natin, ako po sa assessment ko po, more than 15,000 na po tayo. Kasi yung ating mga positive cases, hindi pa po natin nakikita because of the lack of testing, especially in the regional and provincial level. That's why yun po ang gagawin po namin na we will trump up the accreditation of testing laboratories that I will discuss later. Next. Pero kung titingnan nyo po, ito po ang medyo nakakabahala. Ang confirmed cases po natin sa COVID is 607. Pero po yung sa PUIs, meron po tayong 630. Meaning, kung ating bibilangin po ang ating deaths, ay more or less nasa 1,237 na po tayo. Kasi po, yung 630, hindi po natin na-test yan. But ang kadalasan ng namatay po yan is basically, yun din pong katulad po ng COVID cases. So yun po ang ating pong tinitingnan na most probably, titingnan po natin yung PUIs. Kasi yung PUIs po, talagang most probably, pagka po yan, may mga symptoms na po yan ng tinatawag na ng COVID. Next, tingnan po natin yung ating kalagayan dito. Nakikita po natin sa may left-hand side, ito po tinatawag na high risk. So ito po, bibigay ko na po sa inyo yung presentation ko po nito para at least ma-monitor nyo po kung nasaan po kayo. Kung makikita nyo po, ito ang kalagayan po natin ngayon. Ang National Capital Region pa rin po nga nangunguna na more or less 70% ng cases po natin ay nandito po sa Metro Manila. And then ang sumusunod po ay ang Calabarzon area na mayroon po na cases na 1,220. Ito pong Region 7, dati po siya is nandun lang po siya sa 300 or 200. Pero po nagkaroon po tayo ng surge dahil kasi po yung kanyang mga city jail ay nagkaroon ng infection at saka dito po sa area ng Barangay Luz. So yun po ang tinitingnan po natin at may directive po sa akin si Presidente na puntahan ko po yung mga lugar nito. At nakikita rin po natin yung Zamboanga City, binisita po namin last time, nagkaroon kaagad siya ng more or less 40 na cases, na yung cases na yon nahandun po sa tinatawag nating Zamboanga City Jail. Bigla pong nag-spike siya, meron pong 19 kaagad ng isang araw at nadagdagan pa po ng 28 nung isang araw. Kaya po napatakbo po kami doon at amin pong binisita ang Zamboanga City. Next slide please. Ito po ang evaluation ng ating tinatawag na mga medical doctors and experts at saka po mga mathematicians sa UP, sa Ateneo at sa ibang mga akademya dito sa buong bansa. Karamihan po sa kanila ay mga nag-aaral ng pandemic crisis, kaya nagkakaroon po na silang tinatawag na ito po yung naging basis ng ating evaluation kung sino ang magiging general community quarantine at sino po ang magiging enhanced community quarantine. At tinatawag po rito, meron po tayong dalawang risk level. Yung geographical at saka yung risk-based health standards at saka po yung sectoral. Tinitingnan po natin kung anong sektor ang high risk at saka low risk, ano pong lugar ang high risk at saka low risk, at saka ano po ang lugar na wala pong mga hospital na pagka magkaroon po na outbreak ay hindi po nila makakayanan na makapag-respond. So yun po ang ano po natin. Meron po tayong tinatawag na phases ng tinatawag nating phases po ng epidemic. Meron tinatawag tayong recognition, initiation, acceleration, at saka deceleration. Yung mga iba po nagkaroon na po ng peak at nagde-decelerate na po. Samantalang iba ay parang nagkakaroon pa rin ng initiation. Parang nakikita po natin na yung Zamboanga, initiation lang siya, biglang nagkaroon po ng acceleration at ganun din po ang Cebu. Ito po ang minimum standard. Ang ating DOH po ay nagkaroon po ng administrative order on the guidelines on risk-based public health standard for COVID mitigation on mental health, and also DOH set minimum public standards to guide the development of sector-specific and localized guidelines on mitigation and measures for its COVID-19 response across the setting. So yung ano po, meron po may sectoral po tayo, nag-declare po yung DOTR, DTI, DOH, yung other sectors, nag-present po sa Ietf. At gumawa po sila ng mga tinatawag na mga framework at saka mga protocols kung paano po magiging mag-start ng new normal. For example po, yung sa LRT, ano po ang gagawin? Ano po ang spacing? So ano po ang mga protocols? Sa pagtatrabaho po sa DPWH, ano mga protocols? Ganun din po sa DTI, ano po ang protocols? Ano po ang bibigyan ng exemptions even to the ECQ and also to the GCQ. So yun po ang ano po natin na talaga po basahin po natin itong DOH AO 2020 Series 15, yung guidelines po na ibinigay po nila. Next, dito po ngayon po tayo sa sa tinatawag nating yung next slide. Yung sa next slide, ito po yung tinatawag nating testing capacity po natin. Kung makita po natin dito, kahapon po nagkaroon na po tayo ng 5,264 na testing capacity. At ngayon po bumaba dahil magkaroon po ng tinatawag na yung lung center, nagkaroon po tayo ng problema na nawalan po siya ng reagent. Kung makita po natin na meron na po tayong 126,000 na total test conducted at meron na po tayong 113,574 individuals tested. Kung makita po natin, ang percentage po natin sa ano po nito ay lower than 10%. Ibig sabihin maganda po yan kasi ang sa World Health Organization, ang dapat ang ating positive probability should be for every 1 tested positive, there should be 10 tested negative. Yun po ang tinatawag nating WHO standard. Next. Ito po ang gagawin po natin para po magkaroon tayo ng upscaling of objective sa testing. Ito po pinresent po namin sa ating mahal na presidente. 3 pong antas ang pag-build up ng testing capacity. Kaya po yung mga ating provincial laboratory, kung kayo po ay nasa level 3 na, ito po ang dapat na i-build up po natin. Una, yung laboratory capacity. So titingnan po natin kung ilan po siya test per day. And then also, we will build up also yung ground capacity. Kasi po, yung ground capacity natin, yung testing natin ay magiging dependent po sa mga swabbing at saka yung mag-encode at saka po yung magkakaroon po ng mga barcodes. So yun po, nakikita po natin, titingnan po natin yung tinatawag nating turnaround. Meaning how many days or how many hours bago natin makuha yung result from the swabbing. So ito po, ginagawa na po namin ang dashboard ito at meron na po kami ginagawa na supply chain in order to ensure na yung mga binibuild up namin capacity ng laboratory ay may mga supplies po na hindi po mauubusan. Ang ano po namin dito, 6-month supply ang gagawin po namin dito. Pati po yung PPE ay aming pong continuous procurement. Ang sabi nga ni Presidente, kahit mag-pile up tayo ng mga strategic namin dito sa PPE. At dumating na po ang 2 barko natin na PPE. Kaya po kung may mga kapangailangan po kayo, sabi lang po kayo sa OCD and we will try to have it. Yung sa Mindanao po, may 200,000 po na tayong PPE, darating po sa May 9, doon po sa Davao. Magkakaroon po tayo ng strategic depot sa Davao at yun po ay para sa lahat ng sa Mindanao. Nagsimula po tayo, mayroon po tayong 3 laboratory noong February 2020. Sa ngayon po, meron na po tayong 22 laboratories. At ang ating pong gustong gawin ay magkaroon po tayo ng 78 laboratories. Tingnan po natin yung ating slide doon sa previous na isa. Yan. Kung titingnan po natin sa slide nito, by regions, inuuna po namin itong JB Lingad Memorial Hospital kasi ito po sa region 3, mayroon po itong capacity na 3,500. At dito po rin po sa region 4A, ang Lasal po ay nasa level 4 na po siya. Baka malapit na po itong maroon ng approval. And then makipag-coordinate lang po kayo sa inyong regional at saka provincial tinatawag natin yung ating Red Cross. Kasi po si Senator Gordon ay magtatayo po ng testing laboratory sa areas ng Region 1 hanggang Region 12. So magtatayo po siya dito sa Los Baños, magtatayo sa Clark, Subic, dito po sa Region 2, dito po sa area ng Visayas, sa Tacloban, sa area ng Negros, Bacolod, Cebu, and then sa Mindanao, magtatayo rin po siya sa area ng Caraga, sa Region 10, sa Cagayan de Oro, dito po sa Jensan, Zamboanga, at sa iba pang lugar na wala po tayong laboratory. So, kung mamarapatin niyo po, mag-coordinate na po kayo sa Region DPWH. Meron na po silang template kung paano po ang paggawa ng laboratory. So ang ating pong DPWH, kaya niya pong gawin ang laboratory in 6 days. Kaya niya pong gawin po yan. Yung mga makina po, nabilan na po ni Senator Gordon, yung tinatawag na dalawang PCR plus isa pong automated retraction machine, meron po siya na 1,000 per day na pwede pong i-test. Yun po ang ginagawa po namin ngayon, na yung lahat po ng mga lugar, magkaroon po ng testing capacity by end of May 30. So, ganun po ang gagawin po namin. Kaya po makipagtulungan po kayo sa sa ating pong mga regional at saka provincial Red Cross offices para po makapagano po tayo kay Senator Gordon na magkaroon po tayo ng testing laboratory. Ganoon din po ang ating private group, lahat po ng kanilang mga ospital na all throughout nationwide ay magpapatayo rin po sila ng laboratory. In fact, mayroon po silang 8 laboratory na itatayo na kaya po magka-test ng 12,000 a day. So mayroon na po silang kukunin na 10 na automated retraction machine at 20 PCR machines po sa Japan at kukunin po ng C-130 po natin po yan. Next. So ngayon po, ang challenges po natin sa ngayon, meron pa po tayo mga tinatawag na backlog kasi po yung tinatawag nating PUIs at saka PUMs, yung mga probable at saka mga suspected COVID positive ay nahandito po sa atin. So we are targeting to test 200,000 to 300,000 PUMs and PUIs. And then also, our laboratories, public government laboratories will be concentrating also to test the frontliners and healthcare workers. And then ngayon po, ito po ang malaking challenge po natin ngayon na ating po ngayong nahandito po na OFW and seafarers na nandito po sa Manila, 16,738 seafarers at saka 6,742 OFWs for a total of 23,480. Sa ngayon po, may na-test na po kami na swabbing na more or less 5,961. At yung 2,972 na po ay mayroon na pong result. At yung iba pa po, magkakaroon po kami ng mega swabbing mamaya po na aming i-discuss sa susunod na mga slides. Ang isa pang challenge po natin ay mayroon pong upcoming na 29,000 at saka 15,000 na OFWs at saka seafarers. Meron pa po tayo more or less 50,000 na coming. And we really expect na mayroon po tayo na 200,000 na padating na mga OFWs na nawala ng trabaho sa iba-ibang bansa na affected ng COVID. So yun po ang ating challenge po ngayon na aming pong sinosolve, itong 23,480. Next. Ngayon po, dahil po nagkaroon po ng issue sa OFWs, dahil po nung nagkaroon po ng testing ng Cebu, 264 OFWs who passed the rapid test had been tested 13 out of that 264. So we were alarmed, and also the mayor of Baguio reported to us that out of 5 of the OFWs, 2 had been tested positive. Same thing, nag-post po si Mayor Mayor Treñas na out of I believe 40, meron po silang na rapid test na 9 na naging positive, and also I believe also in Negros. With that, being the chief implementer, the issues of the LGUs had been raised to the Ietf, and we recommended that all OFWs, in order to ally the peers of the LGUs, they should undergo the RT-PCR test. So yun po ang ginagawa po namin ngayon. Kaya po gumagawa po kami ng mega swabbing centers dito po sa Metro Manila. Next slide please. So ito po ang ginagawa po namin ngayon para ma-declag ang 23,840 OFWs sa dito po sa Manila. So nag-training na po kami ng swabbers and encoders and barcoders. And then more or less we have mobilized 294 swabbers from the Armed Forces of the Philippines, PNP, Bureau of Fire, and also from the Philippine Coast Guard. Aside from that, we are mobilizing also 58 encoders, 558 bar encoders, 20 utility, and 4 venue managers. So magkakaroon po kami ng mega swabbing sa 4 na lugar. Palacio de Manila, sa Enduran, dito sa Taguig City, Mall of Asia, and the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. Ito po yung mga booth na in-inspect po namin kaninang umaga sa Palacio 10. Bukas po pupunta kami sa area ng Makati at doon po namin sa Taguig City, titingnan po namin po ang tinatawag namin yung ating mega swabbing dito sa Enduran. And then later, yung ibang mga swabbing centers ay pupuntahan po din po namin. Next. So ngayon po, ang ginawa po natin para makontrol po natin ang influx ng OFWs ay nagkaroon po ng suspension ang international inbound flights for OFWs. Ito po ay babalik sa May 9 at magkakaroon lang po tayo ng 400 to 500 passengers or more or less 2 flights lang po yan. And then later, sa May 11, madadagdagan na po ng 500 to 700 passengers or 4 flights, 2 each per terminal. And then sa May 18, dadagdagan po natin, pagka medyo nakapacitate na po natin ang ating mga health workers doon sa airport, ay magkakaroon na po tayo ng 1,000 to 1,500 passengers or 5 to 8 flights a day. Ito po, mas maganda po ito dahil kasi regulated at hinihiling po ng mga mayor din po natin na magkaroon po ng regulated para hindi po rin po mabigla ang ating mga LGUs pagka nireceive po nila yung ating mga OFWs. Then also, we will dedicate testing laboratories for OFWs. I-expand po natin ang ating laboratory sa port area that can have 2,000 tests a day. So ito po, Red Cross din po ito. At ang PRC, Red Cross, doon po sa Clark. Para po pagka once na mayroon pong mga flight po, pwede po sila sa Clark Air Base at doon po sila titira sa New Clark City na meron tayo 1,700 rooms and beds na available po doon. At ito din po yung JP Lingad Memorial Hospital with a capacity of 3,500 also in Clark. And then also, pakibalik, i-accredit po natin yung mga stand-alone laboratories which can sustain its operation with minimal support from DOH and RATM. Ito po yung sa business sector. Nakausap na po natin si MVP at saka si Ayala at ang ating ibang mga may-ari ng mga hospital para po magtayo tayo ng mga lalaking laboratories, especially doon sa Visayas at saka Mindanao. Then next. Anong isang araw po, nung Saturday, ay bumisita po ako sa Zamboanga City at binisita po namin yung 3 laboratory. Yung laboratory ng Zamboanga City Medical Center, yung Red Cross at saka yung Department of Agriculture Regional Diagnostic Laboratory. Ito po sa most probably po itong week po nito baka ito po magkaroon na po ng mag-ooperate na po. Lalo na po yung Zamboanga City Medical Center, pwede na po mag-operate dahil nagdala po na po ako ng 1,100 test kit of gene experts. So magagamit na po nila yan. Next slide please. Ito po ang recommendation po namin na 12-point agenda na binigay po sa amin ng mga expert na mga aming mga consultant na mga doktor, especially from UP at saka from the Organization of the Philippine Surgeon. So ito pong number 1, yung ECQ to GCQ on this May 15, it will be depending on the World Health Organization metrics. Depende po sa transmission, if the transmission is controlled, if health system capacities are in place, the outbreak risks are minimized, and then also the workplace and schools have already installed preventive measures. Also, the importation of risks can be managed from the overseas Filipinos, and the communities are fully educated, engaged, and empowered to embrace the new normal. Ito pong last, ito po ang pinaka-importante po. Sa LGU po, dapat po talaga bigyan po natin ng magandang strategic communication and messaging ang ating mga kababayan na dapat po talaga magbago na sa kanilang gawi dahil po talaga iba na po ang ating new normal. And then number 2 po, we will conduct massive testing. Ang target po natin dito ay magkaroon tayo ng testing 30,000 a day. Ito po ang gagawin po natin nationwide. And then yung mga area, sabihin nyo lang po, pagka mag-request po kayo ng then we will go there. Pwede po tayo, may mga swabbing teams po tayo na pwede pong gawin natin na magkaroon po na tayo ng tinatawag na maybe MOA with PhilHealth and also with Red Cross. Kasi ito po ang pwede nating gawin kung wala po tayong tinatawag na laboratory for the meantime. We can use the capacity of the Red Cross because the Red Cross can now test more than 8,000 tests a day. And then number 3, the establishment of the isolation and quarantine areas. Kailangan po talaga yun kasi lahat po ng mga asymptomatic po natin na positive, kailangan po ihiwalay po natin sa community. Kailangan po, kung hindi po talaga sila meron po silang isang space na pwede silang mag-isolate, dapat po iyan na po natin doon sa isolation facilities. And then ito po, ang nakita po natin, ang isang magandang halimbawa ay ito po sa Pampanga. Kasi po, sila po ang nauna nung nagkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na mga OFWs na dinala doon sa Clark. So ang maganda po doon, ang ating Pampanga Mayor, yung lahat ng ospital, either private or public hospital, meron siyang dedicated na COVID at saka non-COVID hospital. Kasi po, marami po ang namamatay na non-COVID kasi hindi na po sila nagkakaroon ng panahon na pumunta sa hospital kasi natatakot po sila mahawa sa COVID. So yun po, dapat control po natin po yun. Yung civilian at saka mag-usap-usap po tayo na yung lahat po ng ating mga doktor ay kausapin po natin kung ano po ang magandang gawin para magkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na meron tayong high capacity COVID hospitals na may ICU, may ventilator at saka may mga equipment na pwedeng gumamot at makarecover from COVID diseases. Number 5, next slide please. We will manage yung overseas Filipinos. Ito po sinasabi nga na ating mahal na presidente na hayaan nating makabalik ang ating mga OFW, standard OFW sa kanya-kanyang mga lugar. Kaya po ang gagawin po namin ay once na na-test po namin sila ng PCR, based on the DOH protocol, ay sila po ay pwede na pong magkaroon po ng home quarantine doon po sa mga bahay po nila. Pero dapat po ang ating mga barangay emergency health workers ay talagang minomonitor pa rin po sila. Kasi po talaga po ang testing natin, hindi po natin masasabi na lahat ng testing ay perfect. Meron din po yan na tinatawag nating false negative at saka false positive. Kahit po PCR at rapid test ay meron pong ganyan po na tinatawag nating weaknesses. Kaya ang pinakapanglaban po natin ay yung 14 days quarantine. So yung number 6 po is, alam niyo po, malapit na po ang panahon ng ulan at magkakaroon po tayo ng complication. At nakikita po namin na ang problema ng COVID, it will stay 16 or maybe 18 months or maybe until the end of 2020. So mag-prepare na po tayo dahil kasi alam po natin pagka umulan, mayroon pong dengue, mayroon pong flu, mayroon pong pneumonia at mayroon pa pong mga COVID cases. So pagka nagkaroon po tayo ng mga evacuation center, dapat mayroon po tayo ding mga tinatawag na social distancing na tinatawag natin na mag-prepare na po tayo ng ganon. And then also, enlist the best and the brightest health leaders, academicians, advocates, at the entire medical community. So nakita ko rin po ang magandang po sa Zamboanga City at saka sa Davao City ay yung mga magagaling po natin na mga health workers at saka mga doktor nagsama-sama po. Nung nagbisita po kami sa Zamboanga, almost 10 doctors yung nakausap po namin doon at magagaling po talaga sila. Maganda po talaga na mag-prepare na po tayo, na magkaroon po tayo ng collective actions and plan. Kung meron po kami national action plan dito po sa taas, meron din po kayong local action plan against COVID. And then ang pinakamaganda rin po, we partner with the business sector. Nakita po natin na yung aming mga tinransform na mga building ay magagandang mga birth facility ng ating mga tinatawag natin yung facility ng ating mga COVID patients na tinatawag natin asymptomatic. So kinonvert natin ang Rizal Memorial Coliseum, PICC, World Trade Center, Philippine Arena, Ultra, at ibang mga tinatawag nating mga engagement center. Then also, we have to prepare the country and our local government units to transition to the new normal. Talaga pong ito na po ang dapat ano po natin sa damdamin at saka sa isip ng ating mga kababayan na hindi na po tayo makakabalik sa dati nating normal. Hindi na po tayo pwedeng mag-inuman. Hindi na po tayo magkaroon ng tinatawag na mahabang social. At hindi na po tayo pwedeng magkaroon ng tinatawag na yung mga nagsisimba tayo na sama-sama tayo. Makikita natin talaga na meron na mga distancing at saka kung meron tayong pinasukan, iba ang lalabasan. Hindi po nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na interactions at saka meron na po tayong restrictions on our movement. And then number 10 is generate real-time and more granular data. Ito po, dapat po talagang tinitingnan po natin lagi ang ating nangyayari. Yung ating new cases, araw-araw tinitingnan po natin. Yung ating new deaths at saka yung ating tinatawag na new recoveries. Ito po ang mga threshold na tinitingnan po natin lagi. And then 11, develop a strategic communication plan. Yung lagi po nasa ating sabihin na paniniwalaan po tayo ng ating mga kababayan. And then also, develop a monitoring system with clear metrics of success. Yun po, sinasabi lagi po ni SILG na ang LGU talaga po ang pinaka mabisa na kaya niyang gawin ang masolve ang problema dahil kasi siya nakakaalam po sa lahat ng ano po natin. At yan lang po at sana po itong 12-point agenda po nito ay magawa po natin. At inuulit ko po, papasalamat ng ating mahal na presidente na nagpulong po kami kagabi. At sinasabi niya po talaga na itong ating problema nito sa COVID, hindi ito masusolusyonan ng national but also it will be our fighters, our frontliners at the local government units ay gagawin po ng ating mga LGUs. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Secretary Charlie. In this connection, before I of the Q&A, hearing your entire briefing in response to the President's pronouncement last night, we all realize the magnitude of the crisis and the extraordinary measures that we must take. Let me assure you, Secretary Charlie, that the LGUs will do our sworn duty to serve our constituents with utmost dedication and honesty. And syempre, in connection to that, I hope my colleagues and co-officers of the ULAP will support this. I move for ULAP, the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, to adopt a resolution supporting the President's call for LGUs to intensify massive testing and contact tracing within our respective jurisdictions and to observe zero tolerance for corruption amid the crisis. So move. And hopefully seconded, I believe.
Second.
I second.
Seconded.
Perhaps it will be unanimous. So thank you very much to all my colleagues. We will, by way of the Secretariat, send an email for our referendum so that you can all see the details of such resolution. So the motion having been seconded, the Secretariat is hereby directed to prepare the resolution and cause its immediate transmittal to the Office of the President upon your approval.
Mr. President,
Vice Governor Karen Agapay, please go ahead.
I also move for ULAP to adopt a resolution expressing profound appreciation to Secretary Galvez for his time to brief the composite membership of ULAP as we commit our full support and collaboration to the Ietf in furtherance of a whole of government strategy towards the nation acting as one, healing as one.
Thank you, Vice Governor.
Second.
There are multiple seconds. I Vice Governor Jolo Revilla second the motion. I believe it is also going to be a unanimous motion, and therefore the motion has been seconded. The Secretariat is hereby directed to prepare the resolution and cause its immediate circulation and transmittal to the Office of Secretary Charlie Galvez. Maraming
Thank you, sir.
salamat po, ULAP Secretary.
Thank you very much din po, sir, sa inyo po lahat.
Thank you po, Sec. Please allow me to throw a couple of questions before we hear our members.
Messenger.
The country will face a huge fiscal deficit as a result of higher expenditures for COVID response and lower revenues because the economy was practically shut down for a brief period. What then is the post-lockdown strategy for LGUs to help push the local economy forward without putting at risk the health of our workers and our people?
Sir, kung nakikita po natin yung sa ating omnibus, the LGUs is given the full blanket authority. Forever, kung just in case merong nakita siya na outbreak dun sa area niya, he can declare a lockdown on the barangays, on the municipalities, on the areas na he thinks na para tinatawag natin ma-prevent ang outbreak ng COVID. So with this omnibus declaration, the trust of the president is within the bounds ng capacity ng LGUs. So as we expected, the LGUs should closely monitor the prevalence or tinatawag natin yung tatlong threshold. New cases, for example, also new cases, yung prevalence of death at saka po yung tinatawag nating yung ating observation of the health minimum standards. So yun po ang in-expect po ng ating mahal na presidente na the LGUs are very responsible. He said that we are all responsible to take care of the public safety of our people. So yun po ang niya na we are giving some sort of full blanket authority to the LGUs to do what is best for the constituents that you have.
We thank you for that, Secretary Galvez, for the trust that you and the President have given to us. Again, we offer you our partnership and cooperation. Siguro, isa na lang po, Secretary, natutuwa lang po ako na kagabi, sinabi po ng ating Pangulo na he has already, as you supported and proposed, ordered the mandatory testing by way of PCR of all OFWs and seafarers. I think that is the concern na pressing po sa lahat ng mga LGUs, and we appreciate that very much. Isang clarification na po. Kapag napauwi na po ba itong mga OFWs natin na nag-test na po ng negative sa ating PCR, allowed po ba na sila ay isubject sa another 14-day quarantine? Kasi parang hindi po malinaw yun sa lahat ng LGU po.
Based po sa ating DOH protocol, pagka nag-tested positive na po, yung tested negative na po yung ating mga OFWs, ay magkakaroon po sila ng tinatawag nating home quarantine. But in some cases, katulad po ng Baguio City, kina-quarantine niya pa rin po ng 14 days to make sure na talagang hindi po talaga makahawa o kung magkaroon man ng false negative, ay magkaroon po ng tinatawag na yung healing process ng 14 days quarantine. Sa akin pananaw, you know what is best for your constituents. If you think that there is need for a mandatory quarantine doon po sa inyo, pwede po natin pong gawin yun. Pero ang protocol po is i-balance din po natin. The protocol is that once he is tested negative, ang pinaka-mandatory po is home quarantine. At ang ating pong barangay health response emergency unit, sila po ang mag-ensure na sila po ay talagang strictly observing the home quarantine procedures. Pero po, yun po, bibigyan na po namin sa inyo. Kayo na po ang bahala kung ano po ang magandang gawin. Pero ang sinasabi po ng ating mahal na presidente, ang ating mga OFWs ay matagal na pong naghihintay dito sa Manila. And we have to balance yung agony at saka yung tinatawag natin distress that they have experienced before they come here in the Philippines.
Thank you po, Sec Charlie. I believe po malaking tulong po yung inyong naging desisyon na ipatesting po silang lahat. Ganun po kasi pagka nakauwi sila sa ating mga probinsya, malaking bagay na meron silang negative result document to show their community para hindi rin po magkaroon ng stigma against them. I know it's not correct and they have been selflessly giving to our nation, pero hindi po maiwasan yung mga kabaranggayan na medyo minsan nag-aalala po ng konti. So malaki pong tulong ang inyong naging desisyon tulad kasama po ng presidente na ipatesting po sila. So Sec Charlie, dito po sa ULAP, we are composed of different LGU leagues and officials leagues. So ang gagawin po namin ay bigyan po namin ng oras, mga 5 minuto po ang bawat liga namin. And at this point, I would like to recognize and give the floor to our League of Provinces President, Governor Velasco, so that he can also ask some very important questions to your officer.
Opo.
Thank you, President Dax. Good afternoon po, Secretary Charlie. Si Governor Velasco po ito.
Oh, yes, yes, Gob.
Yeah, yes. Isang concern po that we want to raise is that yung pag nagpa-testing daw po sa Philippine Red Cross, sinisingil po yung OFW ng 4,000. Baka po ang feeling ay medyo mataas po yun. Sana po ay ma-request natin yung Philippine Red Cross na bababa po yung fee for testing. Kasi po kung hindi nga ma-subject ng PCR test kaagad, nire-request po namin yung ibang OFWs na sa Philippine Red Cross na lang magpa-test. Kaya lang po ang charge ay medyo mataas po yata, 4,000. Sana po magawa ng paraan.
Yung ano po sa Red Cross, wala pong babayaran ng OFWs kasi nag-advance na po ang PhilHealth ng 100 million. And then nag-advance na rin po ang OWA ng 3 million. Kasi ang magbabayad po dito sa OFWs, ang PhilHealth po, at saka yung manning agency, and then also yung OWA. So yung mismong OFW at saka CPR, wala po silang babayaran.
Mabuti po. Another issue po na gusto namin itaas, under the omnibus guidelines po and even under EO 112, nakalagay po kasi doon that if the governor will recommend the extension of the ECQ in GCQ declared municipalities and cities for the period from say May 1 to May 15, yung regional IATF na lang po ang nag-a-approve. As a matter of fact po, sa Mimaropa, ganyan po ang nangyari kasi mabilisan na nga po yung pagkuha namin ng approval ng ECQ kasi po yung GCQ we feel ay mahirap pa pong i-implement. So gusto ko lang pong marinig yung confirmation sa inyo. Kasi po merong naririnig po kaming statement minsan na yung mga request na ganyan ng governors ay dadalhin pa sa IATF at hindi po doon sa regional IATF. So we want a clarification on that, Mr. Secretary.
Nandun po sa I think nasa provision po ng ng omnibus na the provincial governor can declare yung municipality with the municipality under ECQ, provided that it is approved by or coordinated with the regional IATF. Kasi po parang regional IATF, parang ito po yung localized IATF po natin na nag-ensure na yung lahat ng provisions ng Omnibus Code na pinirmahan po ni Presidente ay magiging fully implemented. Pero ang ano po natin, through the regional at saka provincial, they can request for the approval of the AITF, at yun po i-analyze po ng ating mga technical working group from future operations under na sa NEDA. And then pagka pagka na-evaluate na they have merit, pwede po i-declare ng IATF na Carrie po. Katulad po na nangyari sa Zamboanga City, dati po yan GCQ. But the city mayor through the regional task force made an appeal to the President and to the IETF. Nung in-evaluate po namin, we recommended, both of us, General Anyo and I, recommended to the IETF for the accreditation of the city of Zamboanga to become from GCQ to ECQ. So, based dun sa Omnibus Declaration, nagkaroon po kami ng amendment. At ang Zamboanga po ngayon ay ma-under na po sa ECQ.
So, yun nga po, Mr. Secretary, ang kinaklarify namin, will the approval of the regional IATF on the requested extension of the ECQ for the period May 1 to May 15 be sufficient, and that we need not elevate the matter to the IATF? Yun po ang kinaklaro namin. Kung sufficient na po yung approval ng regional IATF sa mga request na ganyan na extension ng ECQ in GCQ declared municipalities and cities and barangays, kung sufficient na po yun.
Inano po namin, ini-evaluate din po namin sa taas para sa confirmation. Kasi po, kino-confirm po natin po yun kung talagang tama po yung pag-declare ng ECQ. Kasi po, ang ano po natin, ang ginagawa po kasi natin, na pinapa-approvean sa RTF, ang spirit po nung kasi, may mga barangay captain na mag-declare ng ECQ, may mga mayor na nagde-declare ng ECQ na hindi coordinated doon sa regional at saka doon sa national level. So, yun po ang iniiwasan nun. Yung spirit po na yun ay pagka magkaroon po ng tinatawag na only the national IITF can declare yung ECQ. And then, but the governor can declare a municipal ECQ within his na pwede niya po na i-declare yung municipality niya under ECQ.
With the approval ng regional IATF.
Opo. Pero yung yung probinsya, i-declare niya as ECQ, kailangan po ma-approvean po ng ng IATF po. Pero po kung yung municipality i-declare niya na ECQ, pwede po 'yon. At dapat alam po ng regional.
Opo. Well, yung isang concern naman po ay talaga pong yung LPP po at ULAP ay talaga pong hinihiling na yung mga barangay captain at kagawad at yung pong mga utility workers po, yung mga street sweepers po ng barangay, marami po sila, ay hindi po napasama yung sa social amelioration. Palagay ko po ay i-raise din po itong point na ito ni Eden Pineda, yung National President ng Liga ng Barangay po. Pero talaga pong dahil sa hirap at dami ng trabaho po ng mga barangay officials po natin at barangay frontliners and health workers po, ay we strongly recommend that mapasama po dun sa social amelioration package ng DSWD.
Tatawagan ko po si Secretary Rolly po, and then I will consult him kung I will make an appeal sa kanya kung pwede po natin. Titingnan ko po kung maano po natin. I will recommend, titingnan po natin. I-ano ko po yung kanyang hinaing kay Secretary Rolly, and I will also represent this to our economic team.
Opo. Ay, nagkaroon po kami ng Mimaropa regional IATF meeting kanina po, at tama po yung nakalagay doon sa rules po na home quarantine lang yung OFWs. Sana po medyo ma-amend po yung yung magiging rule na yon para po wala kaming agam-agam na, kasi po gusto naming i-community quarantine po talaga yung OFW, dahil nga po kahit yung asymptomatic po na persons ay pwedeng carrier. Kaya po sana po ay maklaro mabuti yung rule na yon na pwede po yung home quarantine lang para po walang probable liability po yung mga LGUs. Yun lang po, Mr. Secretary. Maraming salamat po at maraming salamat sa tulong niyo po sa LGUs.
Opo, i-release po namin po yun. I-release po namin sa DO.
Salamat po.
Salamat,
Thank you, Doc.
Governor. Salamat po. Secretary, sana yung pointers sa point ni Governor Carlito. Yung tungkol po sa ating mga barangay officials na pinapakiusap ng ULAP ay kahit na po tanggalin po sila sa negative list or dun sa mga disqualified list. Of course, they have to be, syempre, in the category of the marginalized or the among the hindi naman kasi lahat ng barangay officials ay mayayaman, secretary. So kung nag-fall sila within that category, at least pwede sila, viable po. Hindi po yung blanket na wala po talaga silang pag-asa na maisama. So yun naman po ang pakiusap ng ating mga barangay chairpersons. Second po, if I just may quickly point out an issue, I think kaya marami pong LGU na tulad po namin na nagre-request na ma-reconsider for an ECQ is number one, we still believe the threat is very real. We still believe that marami pa ring chance na makapasok ang coronavirus sa aming probinsya, kaya kami po humihingi ng extension of ECQ. Ang isa pong issue pa na nag-a-aggravate nito ay ang pag-iisip namin na baka kung kami ay mailagay sa GCQ ay wala na po yung pag-asa na ang aming mga mamamayan ay maging eligible for the second tranche of the social amelioration program. Perhaps if you can review that, Secretary, yun ang isang reason kasi siyempre yung aming mga kababayan ay mag-alala na bakit hindi kami umaksyon upang sila ay maging eligible pa rin. Pero siguro po, kung magiging marireconsider ng ating Ietf na kahit po GCQ naman kasi po marami pa rin hindi magtatrabaho eh. Marami pa rin pong naka-lockdown. Mahigpit pa rin po ang seguridad ng home quarantine. Baka naman po pwedeng yung second tranche ng social amelioration ay ma-reconsider pa rin na pwede pa rin po ang areas under GCQ, Secretary.
Sige po, sir, iyan ko po sa ating Ietf. Pero nung pagpupulong po namin po kasi, ang reality po, meron pa po tayong hindi nabigyan ng first tranche. Yun po ang titingnan po natin na ang priority po natin po ngayon, yun dineclare po ng national, na bibigyan po ng amelioration. At saka yung mga hindi nabigyan ng first tranche, ay yun po ang ibibigay po natin sa mga hindi po nabigyan. So, pero ang gagawin po natin, I will raise this to Secretary Rolly Bautista. Kung ano po yung mga sinabi nyo na bigyan ng amelioration ng mga barangay officials, considering that they are also from marginalized sector, and also we will see kung paano po, kung meron po tayong makapagkukunan pa po ng pera, ay maibigyan po natin yung second tranche.
Salamat po, Secretary. Mahalaga na po na you will reconsider. Secretary, may I now recognize and give 5 minutes to our League of Vice Governors of the Philippines President, Vice Governor Carrie for questions.
Secretary, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
We would just like, isa lang po yung concern namin, yung mga protocols po natin regarding sa mga senior citizens. It is mentioned na 60 years old and above ay isa sa mga prohibited na lumabas under the GCQ. So, may mga guidelines na po ba tayo dito or protocols or exemptions regarding this?
Yung talagang nakita po natin, kaya po nagkaroon tayo ng talagang pag-iigpit po dito sa senior citizens. Based po kasi talaga sa pag-aaral po ng ating mga experts, pandemic experts, ay talaga po na nagiging yung ating mga seniors, lalo na po yung may mga tinatawag nating may complication. Yun po ang na gusto nating maprotektahan. Kasi po kung titingnan po natin sa US and even sa Italy, talaga pong pagka po na tinamaan na yung matatanda, talagang iniiwanan na po nila dahil kasi wala na pong pag-asa. Yun ang naging reason, and that's why we are so happy na despite yung natin na yung tinatawag natin na drastic yung naging action natin at naging decisive ang ating mahal na presidente, ay na medyo po kami na karamihan po sa atin na yung ating yung casualty po natin ay hindi po katulad na nangyari po sa Italy at saka po sa US. Talaga pong karamihan po sa nakapag-aral ng buong experience ng ibang bansa ay pagka tinamaan po talaga ang matanda po talaga pong hindi na po sila maka-recover. Normally in-intubate po pagka inintubate na po ang isang matanda po, 80% po talagang mamamatay na po yung ating mga seniors. So yun po ang nakita po namin. But I believe meron po tayong pwede rin pong gawin na at least magkaroon po silang tinatawag na safe area. Meron pong ginagawa rin kami katulad sa amin, nandito kami sa kampo, yung mga senior officers na yung senior namin talagang naglalakad sila doon sa mga tinatawag nating malalawak na lugar at talagang wala silang kahalubilo na ibang mga tao. So, yun ang siguro medyo pwede tayo siguro magkaroon ng tinatawag na modification for as long as self-aware yung ating mga seniors na alam nila yung mga dapat nilang puntahan at yung vulnerability nila ay hindi masa-sacrifice or hindi mako-compromise when they go to somewhere else. Kasi po katulad po ng kung hayaan po natin silang mag-marketing or pumunta sa market ay talaga po nandun po ang kadalasan nagka-transfer at transmission ng ating COVID virus. That's why ang inano po talaga sa atin ay manatili sa bahay, sa bakuran, ay magkaroon po ng minimal interactions with other people. Kasi po talaga yun po ang inano po namin. Pero it is a debate eh. Kasi sa amin sa amin po sa cabinet, mga 5 lang po yata kami na hindi pwedeng kami yung hindi kasama sa seniors. Karamihan po sa amin seniors na. Kaya kami po grabe ang debate po sa amin kasi po yung mga seniors namin gusto rin lumabas.
Yes. Thank you so much, Secretary. Yun lamang po, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you po, Vice Governor Agapay. Let's listen to the questions from the League of Cities of the Philippines. Either Mayor Bing Leonardia or Mayor Labella, whoever would like to ask questions. Mayor Bing, welcome po.
Mayong hapon, sir. Mr. Secretary, mayong hapon, Governor Gaff, and everybody here in the teleconference. But may I just acknowledge very, very briefly the enrollment into this teleconference of our mayors from Cebu, Ed Labella, Quezon City, Joy Belmonte, Bacoor, Lani Mercado, Baguio, Benji Magalong, Tacorong, Angelo, Montilla, Vegan, Carlo Medina, and Tango, Jenny Tan. And of course, for sure, many other city mayors are monitoring us as of this moment. Sir, we, to our secretariat, we completed the questions of all the city mayors, and there are just so many of them, and for sure we cannot accommodate them. So just for the record and to give us this proper perspective, we intend to submit all these questions to your office after this forum, and we hope that your office will also individually answer all those questions. So for the purpose of this teleconference, the collated questions are with me, and in accordance with its, what is most common, what is most maybe even controversial of all this, it turned out that we would like to raise the issue on the OFWs, and may I read this for the record that the question as collated is this: what are the plans of the national government to ensure access of OFWs and returning residents to RT-PCR testing prior to the return to their home cities? What are the processes of coordination between OWA and other concerned agencies and LGU officials to facilitate the endorsement of returning OFWs? Sir, I believe the word here at issue is coordination, because last week, I myself, together with Governor Bong Lacson of Negros Occidental, and we belong to 2 different LGUs, had a big surprise when we were told that there was already a bunch of OFWs coming home. And the story did not end there, because our experience told us that out of the 28 who came to Bacolod, 4 were tested positive, and even in Ilo, per our information, out of 35, 9 were tested positive. So that has sort of traumatized all of us here. And we wish that more stringent measures will be implemented before they come here. We ask this as early as now that we would like to institute our own protocols here. We are not comfortable with OFWs coming in from Manila, coming to our city. That it's anything could have happened while they were on board. So we hope that we will be given that leeway of instituting our own protocols. And there was that mention of home quarantines, and we would like to object to that. We find that impractical, unrealistic, and even dangerous to the health and safety of our people. So, sir, we hope that these are all considered by your task force. Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, sir, when during our meeting with the SILG, ang ano po namin kay SLG is the LGUs has the prerogative of what protocol they follow, because that you are the one who knows best on your constituents. So yung ano sabi nga namin ni General Anyo na we really praise you, sir. Actually, we are wanted to appreciate your concern, and also alam po natin na mayroong pong weaknesses ang ating testing, even PCR testing. Pagka hindi po tama ang timing, it is only 70% accurate. Ganon din po yung antibody test that sometimes it is between 80% to 90% accurate. So yung ginagawa niyo po na protocol to have some sort of forced quarantine is very commendable po, sir. Considering that you really wanted to ensure that all the OFWs with coming to your community is free of COVID.
Okay, sir. Also, just for the record, and so that we can avoid a recurrence, you know, sir, in that particular case, we were never informed. There was no coordination. We heard it only through the grapevine. So we hope that that will not happen again. And just one last issue concerning HUC or highly urbanized cities. If we are in ECQ and we will be expected to go to general quarantine by May 16, do we need the approval of the Ietf to go into GCQ?
Sir, if you are declared by the omnibus that you are part of the ECQ, it is only the national government that can declare you as GCQ. But if you declare a certain portion of your barangay as a ECQ, as some sort of precautionary measures, the national government will only just monitor your declaration. But if the Ietf is the one who declared that you are an ECQ, it is also the national government that will declare that you are an ECQ.
Okay, sir. Do I still have time, Governor Dax, or my time is over?
Your time is over, but you can have one last question, Mayor. I know it's very important. Go ahead, one last question.
Okay. Yeah, this one is about what is the plan of the national government to support improved data collection of LGUs on contact tracing and case management to guide their decision making? Thank you, sir.
Sir, the LGUs is being directed by SILG that you will be in charge of the contact tracing. That's why the task force 3 that we have, the test, treat, and the test, trace, and treat is basically an LGU mandate. So that's why we will help you, sir. Actually, we will visit your laboratory so that you can also make a test. That's why the president ordered me to procure 1 million test kits for PCR test, and so 2 million for rapid test. So we have now 200,000 rapid tests. And then we can also use that because meron po tayo na PCR is good for diagnostic. Yung antibody po for herd po yan, immunity. Tsaka para po kung pwede na pong pumunta sa work. So ang gagawin po natin is we will enhance our test capability by combining the PCR and the antibody. At the same time, we will elevate your laboratory to be accredited. So kasama po ang Bacolod City po na lalagyan po natin ng laboratory.
Maraming salamat po and good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to everyone.
Maraming salamat po, Mayor King, Leonardia of the League of Cities. Thank you po, Secretary, for answering. The next po is the League of Municipalities of the Philippines, represented by Mayor Maria Teresa Constantino.
Thank you, Governor Dax. Good afternoon, maayong hapon, Secretary Galvez. In behalf of the League of Municipalities of the Philippines, we share the same sentiment with the League of Cities regarding the coordination of OFW entering our areas. And since nasagot naman po yon, we are discussing now, or we have been discussing the protocol for the OFW. May we know as well the guidance of the National Ietf regarding those locally stranded individuals who want to go home or to come home from one province to another province or from one region to another? Is there a standard protocol regarding this, Secretary?
Meron po tayo protocol na tinatawag natin interzonal. Yung mga yung mga galing po sa GCQ pupunta po sa ECQ areas. Dapat po meron coordination po talaga yan. Kasi po yan lalo na po yung sa ECQ ay talaga pong nagkakaroon ng tinatawag natin tinatawag nating boundary lockdown. So kung pupunta po tayo from GCQ area to ECQ area, there should be a coordination. Pero po yung GCQ area ang pupuntahan po natin ay hindi po tayo magpapaalam. Ganon din po sa OFW. Actually po ang natin tinatawag natin tatlo pong klase po yung natin OFW. Yung land-based OFW at saka po yung sea-based OFW at saka yung tinatawag nating overseas Filipinos. Yung overseas Filipinos, itong medyo nakita namin na hindi po na-monitor natin. Ito yung mga estudyante at saka yung mga nagtrabaho po sa abroad na hindi po yung nagbisita po sa abroad na hindi po categorized as seafarers at saka OFW. Nung tiningnan po namin talaga, meron pong mga nakalusot na mga OF na hindi po natin na-process considering na medyo ito po ang gray area po natin. Kaya po ginagawa po namin ngayon, ginagawa po namin pong protocol na lahat po ng land-based at saka sea-based and even OF ay i-swab na po namin upon entry po doon sa airport. So ganun po ang gagawin po natin. Kaya po ang ginawa po natin ay nagkaroon po tayo ng temporary shutdown of the airport for the inbound OFWs para mapalakas po natin ang protocol. Ang magiging protocol po, lahat po ng mga galing sa abroad, either sea-based or land-based or even yung tinatawag nating mga tourists and students, they will be swabbed upon entry doon sa NAIA terminals, Terminal 1 at saka Terminal 2. Then afterwards, while waiting for their swabbing, they will be put in a quarantine hotel para po hindi magkasama-sama. And then afterwards, pagka na-tested negative, ang Marina po at saka yung DOTR ang maghahatid na po doon sa area. So if he is crossing inter-island or even ang gagawin po niyan is either ang Marina at ang DOTR po ang mag-arrange ng kanilang travel po.
Thank you, Secretary. But upon listening to your discussion with the LCP, we are not barred naman po to have additional protocol for the safety of our constituents po.
So yung sa tinatawag natin na mga ripat at saka yung mga stranded na locally stranded individuals,
yes, sir.
Both foreign at saka local ay meron na po tayong ginagawang protocol. In fact, meron na po dinesignate ang ating Office of the President, si Ma'am Lisel sa PMS, na siya po ang magiging in charge ng tinatawag nating mga ating mga ripat from the stranded students, workers from different places. So ang ano po natin ito, most probably rin, ang DOTR po ang magiging lead agency po natin. Para isahan na lang po pati yung OFW na stranded at saka mga locally stranded sila na rin po ang magano. Pero hindi po namin pagsasamahin sila sa vehicle kasi yun ang protocol po namin. We will not mix OFWs from locally stranded people. Yun po ang strict ang protocol po namin.
Thank you, Secretary. Follow-up question lang po regarding dun sa statement na from GCQ lilipat doon sa ECQ areas. Paano po pag like sa probinsya namin na magkatabi lang kami with the ECQ, gustong pumasok sa GCQ, and we've been doing everything para maging safe yung aming lugar, and then papapasukin lang ba basta-basta or okay naman po, allowed naman kami na maghanap din ng health certificate dun sa mga tao na papasok sa GCQ areas, Secretary?
Meron po tayo tinatawag na meron tayong tinatawag na mga exempted, especially yung health workers crossing yung crossing sa mga GCQ at saka ECQ area, at saka yung tinatawag natin na mga essential services, at saka po yung mga production, at saka yung tinatawag nating supply chain and logistics. Pero po yung mga yan, meron po yan mga tinatawag tayo na mga permit from their offices, head of offices, na inaalaw pagka nakita po sa checkpoint, nakita po yan na parang meron siyang ID at saka meron siyang authority to travel, pwede po yun. Minsan po ang ginagawa po namin dito sa aming office, kami po ang nag-i-issue ng travel order or yung PNP po ang nag-i-issue ng travel order. Kasi po sila ang nagmamandang ng checkpoint. Ang maganda pa rin po ay magkumuha po kayo ng authority na at least kunyari for example your office is on the GCQ area, and then kayo galing kayo sa ECQ, kailangan po meron po talagang kayong authority. Kasi po yun po mahigpit po talaga yun eh. That's parang tinatawag natin lockdown area eh.
Exactly po. Thank you, Gov. Dax. Pwedeng isang question na lang talaga.
Sige lang, pakibilisan lang. Baka nagmamadali si Secretary.
Hindi po, dito lang po ako sa inyo. I can stay.
Okay. Salamat po.
One last question. Nagpalabas po ng resolution ang LMP addressed to the Ietf na ano po ang stand natin regarding dun sa resolution namin na sa social amelioration na second batch, can we have a different batch of beneficiaries? Pwede pong marinig if ever may sagot na po.
Ang pagkakaalam po namin, nung na-discuss po namin sa Malacanang, kung ano po yung, kasi nasa ano po yun nasa legal po tayo that the 18 million members na mga tinatawag nating mga marginalized na covered ng ano po natin, yun po ang magiging natin. So sa ngayon po, hina-harmonize po natin ang listahan ng LGU at saka ng DSWD. Ang sinabi naman po ni Presidente, yung hindi nabigyan po dati, baka po sa second tranche po natin bigyan. Yun po ang inano niya. Pero yung tawag natin na mag-iba ang beneficiary, hindi po natin pwedeng baguhin po yung bayanihan law. Nandun po kasi specific po na 18 million na most yung targeted natin na poor of the poorest.
Thank you po. Thank you, Gov.
Thank you, Mayor. Siguro second. Hello. Siguro ang Secretary, hello?
Opo.
Secretary, siguro lang po isang pakiusap lang po. Naunawaan namin na naghigpit kayo ng movement of people from GCQ to ECQ dahil papunta sila papasok sa isang lockdown area. Pero equally concerned din po yung mga GCQ area na someone from the lockdown area is going to their locality. Siguro kung nakapag-PCR yung taong yun, medyo kampante kami. Pero kung from an ECQ papunta sa GCQ without some sort of certification, baka yun po ang nagiging isang concern din po. Baka lang po pwede nyo pang pag-usapan sa Ietf yan na although papunta ang isang tao sa isang open area, medyo nakaka-alarma po yun sa mga taga-GCQ po.
Yun nga ano po natin na Gob, yun po ang talagang inaalala po natin na talagang nagigpit po lalo na po yung mga GCQ communities kasi kung galing po sa ECQ, ibig sabihin high risk po yung pinagdaanan niya. So kaya nga po dapat po talaga meron tinatawag na meron siyang clearance to travel when there is a natawag natin interzonal crossing between the ECQ and the GCQ. Yun po talaga ang parang requirement po talaga ng ng po natin kasi doon po nagkakaroon ng hidwaan between the different sectors na talagang yung isang nasa GCQ ayaw niyang papasukin talaga yung sasabihin nila na potential carriers or spreader. So kailangan po talaga mayroon siyang written communication or authorization na talagang he is really parang authorized siya pumasok dun sa GCQ. Pero yun po ang titingnan po namin dahil kasi alam ko po yung agam-agam na nasa GCQ na baka nga hindi siya COVID-free, pumasok po dun sa GCQ area. And vulnerable po yung magiging GCQ area. So titingnan po namin pag-discussan po namin nila General Anyo.
Salamat po, Secretary. May I now call on our next, before I call on our next, may I just, for the information of my colleagues, if it is all right with you, let's set aside muna our other topics and agenda temporarily, and let's take advantage kasi binigyan tayo ng konting oras pa ni Secretary. So let's recognize the National Movement of Young Legislators. Do they have any questions from either Vice Governor Jolo or Baronda?
Yes, sir. I am Councilor Cherise Abalos po. I am the current Executive Vice President of the National Movement of Young Legislators.
Feel free to go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So here's our question po. Regarding sa Balik Probinsya program po ulit. For now, I understand. What policies do we have in place? What would be the requirements for LGUs, or what are the responsibilities for LGUs? And ano rin po ba ang support na makukuha from national government? And a follow-up question to that po, what if meron pong policy si governor na strict lockdown po sila and ayaw mo nila magpapasok? Paano po yung sa Balik Probinsya program po? Yun lang po.
Ang sinasabi nga po ni Presidente, it is a national order na pabalikin na po natin yung ating mga kababayan doon sa kanilang mga lugar. Kasi this is yung nga sinasabi niya, this is a thin line between the violation of human rights ng isang tao kasi we have the freedom to travel. At the same time, makauwi na siya sa talagang domicile niya. Ang ang sinasabi nga ng Presidente ay gagawa naman ng protocol ang national government na at least if they will be transferred to titingnan po natin na if there is necessary na talagang i-quarantine po natin yung mga tao na yon at saka i-test po natin. So ganun po ang gagawin po namin na at least pagka nagkaroon po na kami ng protocol, parang OFWs po ang protocol din namin na pagka once na pabalik na sila, we can ensure na ganun po ang gagawin po natin. Pero we would like to really thank si Madam Sara. Siya mismo ang nag-organize ng sarili niyang sweeper flights. Ang ginawa niya po, alam niya po na meron pong na-stranded sa Davao na doon po sa Clark. And then meron din po sa Clark na more than 30 at saka dito sa Laguna ang estudyante na galing ng Davao. Siya na po nag-ayos ng sweeper flight and siya na rin po ang nagawa ng natawag na protocol. Pagdating po doon, i-quarantine niya po doon sa area. Kasi hindi po natin talaga pwedeng pigilan kasi sa national order na we need to allow. Kasi almost 2 months na po na hindi po nakakauwi yung mga bata at ang ating mga bata na po ay magkakaroon po ng kanilang klase this coming end of August pa po.
For testing din po doon po sa Balik Probinsya, would we also be able to get support from national because as what was mentioned earlier, medyo mahal po talaga rin ang testing.
Titingnan po natin kasi kung kung makakabili po tayo, we bought already more than 900,000 test kits. And also meron din po tayong rapid test kits. So gagawin po natin, titingnan po natin. Baka mamaya doon na natin iyon sa ating local testing government laboratories dito po sa Manila or sa local na available po.
Okay. Maraming salamat po. Yan naman po.
Thank you po, Councilor Abalos. Can we hear from the Philippine Councilors League? Dito po yata si Councilor Danny Dayanghirang of Davao City. If you have any questions.
General Galvez, meron lang pong isang katanungan at saka dalawang suggestions. Galing po ng Cagayan Valley, yung aming chapter ay nag-inform sa amin na yung mga positive na merong virus, pinapublish po nila. Is this part of the protocol as far as the national office is concerned?
Ang ang protocol po natin is yung information ay bibigay po ng DOH sa OCD at saka sa LGU. And then ang LGU po ang siya magagawa ng contact tracing. I believe yung publication ay talagang ipapublish nila, parang hindi po yata po 'yon. Ang protocol po ay merong MOA ang DOH, tinatawag na joint memorandum ang DOH at saka ang DILG na yung informations na nakuha ng ating mga tinatawag na LESU, Local Epidemiologist Surveillance Unit, binibigay po nila ang information na to sa LGU. And I believe meron yan tinatawag na thin hairline na unnecessarily ma-divulge yung information na pwede naman po na doon po sa DILG pagka po nandoon ang pangalan, pwede na po nang i-trace yun through the use of our CIDG, through the use of our intelligence, through the use po rin po ng ating mga tinatawag na mga surveillance units doon po sa lokal. Kasi ang inaan po natin is iniiwasan po natin magkaroon ng tinatawag na dramatic stigma or yung tinatawag natin nagkakaroon ng parang iwasan din po natin. Balance po ng yan eh. Balance po ng tinatawag natin na magkaroon po ng stigma at discrimination. Yung information
kasi
naman
General,
po. Opo.
Yeah, General, ang information merong executive order ang ginawa ng governor at pinapalabas yung mga pangalan na merong infected by this virus. So the general rule dapat hindi.
Dapat hindi po 'yon kasi po 'yon dapat yung contact tracing team ang bibigyan po ng information kasi po sa kanila pong duty po 'yon.
Yeah. Itong pangalawa po yung mga suggestion po. Yung trabaho po ng Councilors League is to legislate local ordinances and resolution. We are willing and committed to support po sa national level. Wala po ba kayong common na ordinances consistent doon sa national plan na pwede naming ibaba sa aming LGU at ipasa po namin sa mga local government units?
Ano po 'yun medyo hindi ko po medyo nag-hazy po, naputol.
Merong isang trabaho po ng mga councilors to come up ordinances o batas. Wala po ba kayong mga suggestion na gagawing batas sa LGU na pwede naming ipasa sa aming level para maging pariyo-pariyo, may uniformity ang aming mga ordinances?
So yung kung makikita nyo po yung lahat ng resolution ng Ietf, pwede po kayong gumawa ng mga doon, ng mga ordinances in accordance with the Ietf resolutions. And in the same way, yung mga executive order na in-issue po na ating mahal na presidente, you can you can issue yung ordinances relative to the implementation of the executive order. At the same time, yung aming pong National Action Plan, pwede po kayong mag-localize action plan based doon sa general strategy po natin. Pero pwede po kayo mag-modified at saka tinatawag natin kasi ibang local, ibang dynamics po eh. So pwede po tayong mag-modified in accordance to your needs and to your requirements.
Last na lang po, General. Meron kaming observation na I think yung pinaka-challenge dito yung discipline and compliance ng ating mga kababayan. Ang napapansin namin dito, parang kulang yung awareness level as far as the seriousness nitong COVID-19. Parang as if ang dating sa mga kababayan natin, ordinaryo lang ito. Do they have, may plano po ba kayong patasin ang awareness level by providing education to all citizens para malaman nila ang napaka-serious na bagay na ito?
Sir, yung pong ano po ng DOH ngayon, nagpapagawa po sila ng telemedicine na series para po talaga mabigyan ng talagang intensive awareness yung tinatawag nating severity of the situation. Na ito po talagang ating hinaharap ngayon ay talagang napakadelikado po. So ngayon po ay nag-uusap po kami nila Secretary Roque, at the same time yung ating sa PCOO, and then also with the DOH, nagpapalabas po tayo ng tinatawag natin ng mga social media at saka yung tinatawag na telemedicine on how really to protect ourselves dito sa sa COVID na ito, dahil talaga nakakamatay po ito. Yun po ang lagi po namin tsaka yung sinasabi nga si Presidente, lagi nga nagsasabi na talagang itong COVID-19 hanggang wala pa pong vaccine ay napakadelikado po talaga. So continuing po ang ginagawa po namin at we are also enjoining the LGUs kasi mas malakas po ang dating ng mga community pagka po ang nagsalita ang LGU. That's why yun po ang ginagawa po namin para at least yung pinagsasalita po namin si Presidente kasi nakita namin naniniwala po sila kay Presidente kasi si Presidente po ang nagsasalita sa kanila.
Maraming salamat, General, and congratulations po for a job well done po. Maraming salamat, Governor.
Daghang salamat po, sir.
Thank you po, Councilor Dayang Hirang. From the Vice Mayor's League, we have Vice Mayor Diamante from Cebu.
Yes, magandang hapon po. Salamat po, Governor Dax. Magandang hapon kay Secretary Charlie Bautista po. Salamat, Galvez po.
Magandang hapon po. Ngayong hapon po.
Yes po. In behalf of the City and Municipal Vice Mayors po sa Pilipinas, kami po ay napapasalamat kay President Duterte at sa inyo po sa mabilis na pagtugon nitong pandemic na ito. At kami po ay handa po na tumulong kasama na yung mga cities and municipal councilors sa pagtulong ng mga local chief executives po namin para sa pagbalangkas po ng mga ordinansa para sa mabilis po na pagtulong sa ating mga constituents. Dito po sa Cebu, sa ngayon po ay siguro na nakikinig ngayon si Mayor Labilla ng City of Cebu. Sa amin po sa Cebu kasi is dalawa po yung highly urbanized cities and then meron po kaming 7 component cities at saka 44 towns po ng buong province of Cebu. Sa ngayon po, meron po kaming 1,246 na positive po ng COVID based po ito sa data ng DOH po. So, sa awa ng Diyos po naman sa buong province of Cebu, kasama na yung mga component cities, kakaunti lang po yung mga positive po ng COVID. Kasi po yung mga yung mga jail po ng BJMP at saka City Jail po at saka CPDRC po sa Cebu City po. Kaya yung mga bilanggo po na napiktuhan po ng COVID ay nasa city po ng Cebu City. So yung sa amin po medyo wala talaga. Actually marami po dito sa amin, yung bayan ko po negative po talaga since start ng problema po natin. So nagpapasalamat din po kami sa aming mahal na gobernador na mabilis din po ay yung paggawa niyan mga executive orders para hindi po kumalat yung virus sa buong province of Cebu. Meron na po sana akong isang concern po, Secretary, na kung pwede po maparating po natin sa IATA po at saka sa DOH na ang nakikita po kasi namin problema, dahil katulad po ng Cebu, yung mga problema po kasi na may mga nagdadialysis po, ay doon po sa Cebu City. So, kuminsan pag uwi po hindi na po nakaka-uwi dahil doon na po nakikremate, no? So, sana po magkaroon ng programa yung DOH po natin para po doon sa mga vulnerable po talaga yung mga nagdadialysis po. Kaya yung ibang bayan po kahit nagre-negative, pagkatapos pagka nagdadialysis po na pagdating doon sa Vicente Soto, yun ay namamatay na lang po dahil sila yung napakahina po ng immune system. So sana po lang ito rin po siguro ang problema ng ibang mga probinsya na kung saan yung mga towns po, yung mga ibang cities, component cities na wala pong dialysis center, so doon sa mga highly urbanized cities po nagkakaroon. So pagpunta po doon ng mga vulnerable sector na to, So sila yung sir napakataas po talaga ng ng chance na maapektuhan dahil yung immune system po nila ay napakababa po. So yun lang po sana na kung pwede magkaroon tayo ng ibang programa para po sa mga taong ito dahil marami-rami rin po sila. Saka gustong-gusto pa nilang mabuhay at madugtungan yung buhay nila. So yun lang po ang isang concern po namin dahil yung Cebu po napakalaki at saka ngayon isa po kami sa high risk yung Cebu. Kung minsan nakakatakot po na pagkasabihin Cebu akala ng mga tao yung buong island of Cebu pero nandoon lang po sa Cebu City at saka yung mga urban areas po yung may mga cases po ng COVID. Marami po sa tingin ko nasa mga 60 to 70% po ng mga component cities at saka mga bayan po na talagang COVID-free po ng buong Cebu. Yun lang po.
Yung sa yung sa programa po natin, nag-uusap na po sa DOH na magkaroon po talaga tayo ng non-COVID at saka COVID hospital kasi nakita po namin napakarami pong naging casualty natin sa non-COVID cases. Kasi nga po takot po magpunta sa hospital. So ngayon po kinakausap po namin ng private sector. Sila po may mga ari rin po ng mga hospital. So ang gagawin po namin, kinakausap po natin sa kanila na magkaroon po ng division ng hospital ng mga private na mayroong COVID at saka non-COVID. Meaning talaga po talagang mag-dedicate na po talaga COVID at saka non-COVID kasi yung mga may comorbidities na na sakit or yung tatawag na yung hospital po kasi talaga ang sometimes pinagmumulan po talaga ng outbreak. Nakita po natin na more than 1,000 po na health workers ang affected at saka infected. So yun po ang po namin, napag-usapan na po namin ni Secretary Duque na we will be organizing yung possible private and public sector arrangement na magkaroon po talaga ng dedicated COVID at non-COVID hospital po.
Yes, maraming salamat po, Secretary. Salamat po.
Thank you po, Vice Mayor Diamante. Sa listahan po natin, wala na pong nag-register ng magtatanong. But let me just make a quick rundown. Baka sakaling gustong humabol, Walang nag-register. Baka gusto ko lang itanong, for sure, ang ating Liga ng mga Barangay, Ma'am Eden Chua Pineda, do you have any questions for our good secretary po? Sige po. Ay kung wala, how about po ang ating mga kaibigan mula sa Philippine Board Members League?
Asok mag-type.
Yeah.
Good afternoon po. Am I recognized now, sir? Hello?
Yes.
Am I recognized?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Hello? Can you hear me, Secretary? Hello?
Yes po, good afternoon
po.
Hello?
Secretary and our President, Governor Dax. I now be recognized po, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You have the floor. Sige po.
Okay. On behalf of the PBMLP, I raise only one question relative to one protocol about the about back riding in motorcycle. In the province of Surigao del Norte, we are COVID-free. From the start of the COVID-19, yung kami is was declared SCQ. At ngayon, kami ay GSCQ na. Isa sa mga problema ng aming mga kababayan ay tungkol sa back riding. Kung pwede ba daw sana, yung back riding in motorcycle, pwede na sila mag-back ride. Kasi kahit na mag-asawa, pwede ba? Yun lang ang tanong ko.
Nakita po natin kasi medyo may restriction po tayo talaga na yung 1 meter social distancing, napaka-importante po nun pagka naka-backride sa motorsiklo, we might violate yung social distancing protocol. I believe yun nga yung isang ng transportation, pagka po sa tricycle nga po kailangan isa lang o yung sakay kasi ang natin medyo vulnerable po pagka po talaga mayroon pong mga back ride. It will allow it might be giving a wrong signal na magkaroon na po tayo ng tinatawag na prevalent yung yung ating tinatawag na motor taxi natin, magkaroon po ng ganon na problema. And mahirap po yung ganon. Medyo mahirapan po tayo. But I will also ask yung Ietf, just in case. Tingnan po namin kung paano po magiging natin sa... Kasi po, meron po yung tinatawag tayo na ang DOTR, nagpalabas na po ng ng parang tinatawag na minimum health standard. Even yung yung tinatawag nating taxi, pagsakay sa pagsakay sa mass transportation, sa LRT, mga more or less mga 30% at saka 50% lang po, hindi pa pwedeng mag-pool. Kaya po yung pinag-aaralan po na talaga po meron pong mga tinatayuan sila more or less 1 meter to 2 meters apart. So yun po ang talagang medyo mahigpit po tayo sa tinatawag nating mass transport at saka sa transportation po natin na public transportation po.
Okay po, sir. Thank you.
Sir, meron po tayong Mr. President, meron po tayong specialist from po natin. Siya po po natin na may mga advice din po siya. And then siguro pupunta rin po kami sa Cebu, lalo na po yung mga natin. Meron po kaming team na specialist na pwede pong with your permission, pwede po nating pagsalitain lang po.
Sige po.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Dr. Tony Liachon. Isa po ako sa mga advisors po ni Secretary Galvez. Narinig ko po yung hinaing po ninyo at gusto ko lang po sagutin muna ho yung mga pasyente yung medyo hindi natin nakikita o napapabayaan sa kadahilan ng yung mga ibang hospital ay puno po ng COVID cases. So yung mga chronic diseases like hypertension, diabetes at hypertension, hindi nila natatakot yung pasyente or yung mga doktor hindi makapag-clinic dahil wala pa ho yung ibang infrastructure na magtayo po ng COVID hospitals po. So ang suggestion ho namin dyan, in the new normal, kailangan pong pumili ang isang local government unit na isa hong COVID hospital para sila ho dun hulong pupunta para yun hong mga tertiary hospital sa paligid ninyo mapabuksan ninyo at hindi po matakot yung mga pasyente at mga doktor na pumunta ho doon after this infection. Magkaroon ng guidelines yung hospital kung paano yung social distancing measures. Minumungkahi po rin namin sa discussion po kanina dun sa kabilang grupo sa National Task Force na nandun po si Secretary Lorenzana and Secretary Anyo na sa ibang countries po like Taiwan, mas marami po silang clinics than convenience stores. So kung maiisip po natin na magkaroon po tayo ng mga mobile or detached clinics na hindi naman kailangan ma-admit yung pasyente like mga cataract surgeries na 30 minutes lang to 1 hour. Yung mga dialysis areas po na hindi po natin matatanggap sa hospitals, meron ho tayo mga areas na pwede hong paglagakan ho ng mga pasyenteng yon. At nakausap po na namin yung Philippine College of Physicians sa pangunguna ni Dr. Nazareth. Nagkataon siya po ay isang nephrologist at mimbongkahi po sila na gawin po yon sa bawat distrito. Kung meron po kayong malalagayan na isang detached area, kasi dialysis lang naman po yon, na in and out yung mga pasyente para hindi naman ho mahawa yung mga dialysis patients ninyo dun sa loob ng hospital. Alam naman nyo po, umuwi po yung mga pasyenteng yon after 4 hours. So hindi ho matatakot yung mga yon na pumunta ho sa hospital. Pwede ho natin pong gawin yon kasi ang magiging new normal po, hiwalay po yung COVID dun sa mga chronic cases natin. Alam nyo po, 2/3 ho ng mga pasyente sa buong Pilipinas, yun pong stroke, heart attack, cancer, diabetes. kawawa po sila kung hindi ho natin sila matitingnan. So yun ho yung isa ho naming sinasuggest at yun isa ho na pag-usapan namin po. Kagabi po nag-report po yung Department of Health. Mukhang may dalawa po tayong epicenter. Yung National Capital Region na 9,004, tapos ang Cebu 1,098. Baka pumunta po ang task force po sa Cebu para malaman po namin ang sitwasyon like ho sa Zamboanga. Ang pinapakiusap lang ho namin based do sa South Korean model in Vietnam, yun hong 41 provinces po or localities na wala pa hong COVID, gayahin po natin South Korea at Vietnam, nakokonti pa o walang kaso, nakapagtayo na po ng testing centers, isolation or COVID. Kasi pagdating po ng epidemic po sa inyo, exponential po yun at magkakanda kumahog kayo, magtayo po nun. So hindi ho kayo makakapunta sa new normal, katulad sa Amerika ngayon na kahit anong gawin ho nila, hindi ho sila makapag-agapay dahil ang dami nilang cases at wala po silang magawa. So, yun lang po ang additional ko po kasi maganda po yung 12-point plan po nila.
Thank you po, Doc Lechon. Very helpful information po yun. I know it's almost 4 o'clock.
May question, Dax?
Yes.
Any few questions, Dax?
Okay.
Kung wala naman.
Meron pa isa
Okay.
from 4L.
Go ahead muna.
Sige, si 4L, si Ma'am Nena at Tamosa, and then si Gov Presby po ulit. Go, Ma'am
Yes,
Nena.
yes, good afternoon, Gov Dax, and good afternoon, Sec Galvez. Pinag-uusapan kanina yung tungkol sa mga hospital concern. Kasi dito po, meron po tayong mga natanggap na yung serbisyo po ng public hospital, sana pagkatitingnan din. Kasi like for instance, yung mga patient like under elective case and under emergency case, kung may mga operations na gagawin, mas tinitingnan, hindi nila ina-accommodate masyado doon sa elective yung elective case sa mga public hospital. Minsan nga nire-refer pa sa private. Paano kung indigent yung patient? Kasi daw inuuna nila is yung mga emergency cases. Now, kung pagkatitingnan, kasi personally nakita natin yung pasyente kapag nakikita talaga natin na sila ay nahihirapan din doon sa kanilang sakit, pero parang walang kalalagyan kasi nga talagang piniprepare yung hospital doon sa mga incoming daw na COVID patient. So sana naman po ay mabigyan din ng pansin yung mga non-COVID patient kasi din nagsasuffer sila. Although meron tayong mga ginagawang online services ng hospital pero iba pa rin yung tinitreat sila just like before. Kasi kung talagang indigent sila, wala din silang kakayahan na magpunta sa mga private hospital. So yan po ang concern na nakikita natin, Secretary Galvez.
Mag-usap po kami we will have an Ietf tomorrow. I will tell this to SOH. Napag-usapan na po namin total kasi talagang nakikita rin po ng DOH na marami po tayong nagiging casualty sa non-COVID cases. And with this, talagang isa po sa nakikita po namin talaga, we are advising the LGUs to segregate yung COVID at saka non-COVID patient like what the governor of Pampanga did yung sa kanyang lugar. So nagdedicate siya ng COVID hospital at saka non-COVID hospital. And then also they created a quick reaction team na pagka more or less yung isang pasyente is COVID, kinukuha po ng ambulance. And ganoon din po yung non-COVID na pagka medyo meron pong critical, sila na po ang kumukuha yung quick reaction team po.
Maraming salamat po, Secretary Galvez, kasi talagang concern yun. Yung iba nga, kahit naka-wheelchair pa, pinapalabas na. Kasi nga, parang yung sa government services ng hospital, medyo yung mga gamot, parang priority nga yung sa COVID. Thank you po.
Sige po, iyan po namin kayo, re-reiterate po namin kay Secretary Duque at saka kay Yusek Bergere.
Okay, another one. Can I have another one, Governor Dax?
Sige po.
Yeah, okay. Yung isa naman, although marami pong problema tayo doon sa SAP na maraming hindi pa na-accommodate and they are hoping also na sana ma-accommodate sila kung meron mang second tranche or second batch. Pero yung iba naman nagwo-worry kasi daw may sinasabi na yung kung sino naka-receive doon sa first batch hindi na daw hindi daw sila mag-qualify doon sa second batch. But then meron ding mga concern doon sa mga middle class, nag-a-ask din sila kung meron ba din daw assistance sa kanila from the government. So ano po ang say dito, Secretary Galvez?
Yung pong kasi natin limitation po natin sa bayanan aklo. Ano po kasi nag-specified na 18 million lang po yung talagang ano po natin. Though we will ang sinabi naman po nating mahal na presidente, kung nararapat po talaga siya na mabigyan, ay hahanap po tayo ng pondo. So ngayon po ay nag-uusap po yung economic team at saka po ang ating DSWD. Sa nakita po nga namin sa aming presentasyon, kung ating mamarapatin na bigyan po lahat, talagang ang laki po ng pondo na more or less by 50 billion ang kailangan po talaga na maging po natin. And considering ng approved na budget lang po natin is 200 billion para po doon sa sa dalawang tranches ng amelioration. Doon po tayo nahihirapan. That's why we are talking with the Congress na kung possibility na pwedeng madagdagan po yung pondo natin po sa amelioration. Considering nakita po natin na more or less meron po tayong 4 million to 5 million na gap. Kasi ang po natin, nakita po natin na yung nagamit po na data is 2015. At the same time, yung ginamit po na data ng LGU ay mayroong tinatawag nating discrepancy. So hina-harmonize po yung record ng DSWD at saka po ng LGU. At ang sabi naman po ng ating economic team ay titingnan po kung ano po yung naging na-commit po ng ating mahal na presidente, we will do it.
One more, Governor Dax, do I have still time?
Sige, okay.
Okay, about dito sa religious sector, Secretary Galvez, kasi yung sa mga religious sector kasi, sana daw maikonsidera nila na magbabalik na yung pagsamba nila doon sa simbahan. Anyway, mag-observe naman daw sila ng yung mga protocols natin, social distancing at iba pa, sana daw din maikonsider.
Nagkaroon na po kami ng pagpupulong ni Archbishop Pabello at yun nga ang inano nila na bakit yung essential goods lang allow at may exemption. Sinasabi nga nila the spiritual well-being of an individual is also an essential part of our way of life. Ang inano po lang namin, sinabi po namin sa kanila na based on the experience of the different countries, nagkaroon po talaga ng outbreak. Unang-una sa South Korea, nagkaroon po tayo ng more than 100,000 congregation. Yun po ang pinagsimulan ng outbreak. Ganon din po sa Malaysia, nagkaroon po tayo ng tablig congregation of 16,000. At doon din po nanggaling yung mga nagkaroon po ng contamination dito sa atin na nanggaling din po doon sa Malaysia. And then ganon din po sa Singapore na meron din congregation doon na nagkasama-sama. And also alam naman natin ang Italy, very religious. So hindi po sila sumunod. So ang nasunod po ay yung religious practices po rin po ng Italy. So, nakita natin ang Italy, namamatayan sila 1,000, 2,000 isang araw. So yun po ang nakita po namin na yung restriction na yun ay dapat i-maintain pa rin po natin dahil kasi ang sabi pa nga ng World Health Organization na kung magkakaroon tayo ng lifting sa mga ganong congregation, sa mass gathering, yun po magkakaroon ng talagang nating na violation. Nakikita po natin dito po sa sa PNP, nagkaroon po ng contamination ng PNP dahil kasi po nung nagkaroon po ng Thanksgiving si Chief PNP, naging COVID positive po yung pare. And then lately, ngayon po dito sa Davao del Norte, namumblema po, tinawagan po ako ni Governor Jubahib dahil po yung charismatic na pare namatay po. And lately, na find out na COVID patient pala, COVID positive. So 200 po ang na-contaminate kasi very charismatic siya. Ipinagpatuloy niya yung religious niya. And then 200 po ngayon, problema po si Governor Jubahib kasi possible baka contaminated po yung yung 200 na po. So sa ngayon po, ang po namin is yung mass gathering at saka yung mga mosque ay talaga pong ang nag-usap po kami sa mga Muslim sa BARM. Yung mufti po nila, yung Grand Mufti po, they declare na suspended pa rin po yung mass gathering po sa mosque. So yung worship sa mosque is still suspended even Ramadan po ngayon. So nakita ko po, naintindihan naman po ni La Bishop yung ano po. At palagi ko po, mas maganda pa rin po yung tinatawag na virtual mass. Yun po ang pwede natin gawin sa ngayon. Kasi mahirap po talaga. Sabi nga po ng ating World Health Organization, if we will make changes, it should be gradual, it should be calibrated, and it should be phased.
Thank you so much, Secretary Galvez. Governor Dax, thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Ena. Thank you, Secretary. Now, about a few more rejoinder questions. Konti na lang po, galing kay Governor Velasco, ng League of Provinces.
Okay. Thank you, Gov. Dax. Mr. Secretary, may tanong po. Sa yung under the rules po, yung senior citizens ay hindi po pwedeng lumabas. Ano po? 60 and above. Pero pwede po ba sila naman lumabas kung sila ay authorized nung say municipal government na mag-access ng basic necessities? Or kung halimbawa po ay worker naman sila talaga, baka manager na po, supervisor sa mga allowed na sectors. Hindi po ba parang exemption na po yun, and itong mga senior citizens na ito, it can be allowed to work or go out of the house?
Ang ating recommendation pa rin, kasi kung ganito po yan kasi sir, when you make a directive, alam po natin yung ating mga Pilipino pasaway eh. So pagka naging permissive po tayo masyado at inalaw po natin lahat, ay talaga pong lahat ng seniors ay lalabas po yan. So ginawa po natin naging restrictive in a way na at least medyo ma-restrict sila ng konti, pero may mga tinatawag naman tayo na tinatawag na safe area na pwede nilang puntahan. Hindi lang namin po masabi na pwede na, kasi kung pagka sinabi po namin na pwede na, alam po natin na pasaway po ang ating mga ninuno eh. Yung mga mga tatay natin talaga pasaway, ayaw maniwala sa atin. So, sir, we want to protect our seniors. At ang ano po natin is ginawa po namin restrictive yung provision for the purpose na talagang public safety po ang inano po namin, kasi talaga po pagka tinamaan po talaga ang mga seniors, talaga pong hindi na po maka-recover. Mahirap po talaga maka-recover.
Paano po itong si Governor Velasco po ay senior citizen na po, Mr. Secretary? Ano po ba, absolute ba po ito? Dahil ako po ay government official. Hindi po ba parang exempted po ako doon?
Dito po sa sa provisions po ng EO 112, nasaan ba 'yun?
Sa Omnibus Guidelines.
Sa Omnibus Guidelines, paragraph number 3, any person below 21 years old and those who are 60 years old and above, those immunodeficiency comorbidities and other health risks, and pregnant women, including any person who resides in a aforementioned area, ECQ, shall be required to remain on their residence at all times, except when indispensable under the circumstances for obtaining essential goods and services and for work in permitted industries of the offices. So kung permitted po yung industries nyo, mission essential po, pwede po.
So hindi absolute po yung prohibition.
Anyway, meron po.
May exception, sorry. Yung pong patungkol naman sa locally stranded individuals, medyo concerned na rin po kami doon. Mabuti po, nagawa na po ng paraan na itong mga OFWs ay talagang isasubject sa PCR test. Ano po? At yun naman po ay hiniling ng ULAP at ng LPP eh. Ngayon po, doon sa rule na ilalabas po yata, I don't know kung na-approve na po yun, yung LGU of origin daw po ay may responsibility at may commitment that it shall ensure that the LSI is not a COVID case. Medyo kailangan pong iklaro ito, yung pag-assure, parang meron pong parang guarantee po ito ng LGU of origin na hindi po infected itong person na ito na ipapalipat na nila doon sa LGU of destination. Ano pong masasabi nyo doon? Medyo may commitment na ganun po that the LGU of origin or where the locally stranded individual is located sort of commits already that bago pakawalan itong LSI na po infected person.
Sir.
Opo.
Sir,
So yung tanong yung how do we go about in ensuring that the LSI, yung pong na-stranded sa aming lugar, halimbawa kami po yung LGU of origin, pupunta po sa province of Cavite, kailangan daw magbigay kami ng assurance na hindi po infected yung tao, yung LSI na yun, na aalis sa aming lugar at lilipat na sa Cavite. Ganun po. Dapat po sana, request lang po, klaro lang po yung commitment na yon dahil medyo po mahirap naming i-assure na yung pong LSI ay talagang hindi infected. Baka po kailangan tignan po yun, Mr. Secretary, pakitingin lang po yung ganung responsibility na binibigay po.
Ibig sabihin po ito. Sa ngayon po wala pa po tayong...
Opo.
Sir, pwede po nga... sir, yung ano po, we are still finalizing the interim guidelines on the management of returning OFWs and locally stranded individuals. Pinag-isa po namin to. So based dun sa natin sa ating interim guidelines na we are finalizing, a medical clearance certification issued by the city municipal health office based on the following condition: that the LSI is neither a contact or a suspect or a probable or confirmed COVID case. So meaning there is an obligation for an original point of origin that he will certify or she certify that the LSI is neither a contact, a suspect, or a probable or confirmed COVID-19 case, and that the LSI has completed a 14-day quarantine based on the quarantine standard set by DOH. So meron po tayong redundant measure. And then that the LSI who has been confirmed as a COVID case has been tested negative twice through the RT-PCR. And then also that there should be certification of acceptance from the receiving LGUs. Parang meron pong coordination po tayo.
Okay. So, okay po yung ganung regulasyon. Ipapatupad po yun. Nasa draft guidelines pa lang po. Pero mabuti, nagko-commit na po kami. So, ang importante lang po ay, i-require po nung LGU of origin, yung locally stranded individual, na mag-undergo muna nung RT-PCR test at negative siya bago po namin siya bigyan ng medical clearance. Ano po? Ganun po yan, Mr. Secretary?
Pero most likely ganun na kasi yung sa ganun na is the spirit of certifying that parang some sort of he is COVID-free. Most probably. And the national government also will look into this on how we can help yung point of origin municipality to ensure to ensure that this LSI is not COVID a patient or is not a COVID Kasi po namin, responsibility din po namin sa national yan, na pagka nag-transfer po ito, we will make sure na hindi sila spreader.
Opo, maganda po yun para sa LGU of destination. Pero meron din pong nire-require na kailangan may certificate of acceptance naman po yung LGU of destination. Paano po kung if yung LGU of destination ayaw pong aksipin yung locally stranded individual? Di hindi na rin po maililipat yung LSI. Ano po? Paano po yung kaya yung ganun?
Nakita ko po sa palagay ko para at least yung to make sure na there is a coordination. Kasi mahirap po yung sinasabi nga ni Governor at saka ni Mayor ng Bacolod City na at least alam po ng LGU pagka meron po tayong sweeper flights or meron tayong mga land transportation na pupunta sa kanila, alam nila na meron silang i-accept na LSIs. Just to ensure po.
Tama po yun Kaya lang nga po, ang requirement po ay kumukuha ng certificate of acceptance from the LGU of destination, yung receiving LGU. Paano po kung sabihin ng LGU na hindi pa sila ready na mag-accept noong LSI at dahil yung quarantine areas nila hindi pa po ready. So may karapatan po yung receiving LGU na hindi po tanggapin tong LSI. Ganun po bang mangyayari sa rules? Yung ba po ipapatupad? Pwede pong i-refuse ng receiving LGU yung LSI?
most probably sir, yung tinatawag natin may rights talaga po yung individual kasi that's fundamental rights po ng ating mga tao na makauwi sa kanilang bahay. But ang sir natin, ang lang po natin kaya nilagay natin ito na safety measures is para po magkaroon talaga ng coordination at saka yung tinatawag po na timing. Yung certification po na yon na most probably ang inano po natin doon is magkaroon po ng timing na at least prepared din po yung mag-accept na LGU.
Okay po. So, nabanggit na rin po ito kanina, sana ay maipalagay po doon sa ating rules na mapa-finalize. Ano po? Na yung nabanggit nyo, may flexibility naman po yung local government unit sa mga safety measures na pinapatupad niya with respect to the OFWs at saka LSI. Kaya nga po yung nakalagay dyan sa draft rules, parang home quarantine lang po Kaya nga po, ang hinihiling po nga namin ay yung karapatan din ng LGU na isubject po yung OFW o yung LSI sa community quarantine for our better protection. At saka, yun na nga po, ay i-monitor namin silang mabuti doon sa 14-day period, pero community quarantine po. Kasi takot po kami dyan sa home quarantine Wala naman po talagang totoong effective na home quarantine dahil usually magkakasama po yan sa bahay at hindi po nagkakalayo-layo yan. Yung interaction talaga pong malapit po yan, palagi po sila magkasama. So yun lang pong power ng LGU ay sana po ay ma-recognize to put the LSI or OFW sa community quarantine. Parang better protection lang naman po dun sa receiving LGU. Okay po ba kaya yun? O kaya sana po ay makonsider, Mr. Secretary.
Sir, actually po sir, sa spirit ng sinasabi nyo, kaming dalawa nga po ni General Anyo is we are agreeing considering that tinatawag po natin na yung redundant measure is better than being complacent. So, yung pong sinasabi nyo po na pwede nyong i-quarantine, nasabi ko na po kanina, considering that you know best yung para mas maganda sa inyong lugar, and we give that benefit of your delegated authority. Alam po natin na yun po ang trabaho nyo at inirespeto po namin po yun.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Secretary. Last point na lang po, kung pwede pa po. Alam niyo po, ay very concerned po kami sa nangyayari sa NCR. Dahil kami po sa Mimaropa, ay part ng Luzon, ang laki po ng epekto sa amin ng NCR. So tinitingnan po namin yung nangyayari sa NCR, nakikita naman po namin na yung mga LGUs dyan, yung mga city governments ay talagang nagmamass testing na. So lahat po ba ng mga city governments sa NCR ay concurrently, simultaneously, nag-aano sila, nagmamass testing lahat para to identify talaga sino po yung mga infected person sa NCR. Kasi po, talagang pag sarado pa po ang NCR, talagang hirap na rin po yung mga ibang lalawigan na umaasa dyan sa NCR. Kami po, marami kaming nagpupuntang mga estudyante dyan, mga nagtatrabaho, yung aming negosyo sa Marinduque po, affected dyan kung sarado po yung NCR. So tanong lang po, simultaneous ba ho yan? Kasi policy, nagkukontak ba ho talaga ng mass testing lahat ng city governments na yan?
Sa ngayon po, nagkaroon po kami ng meeting. Ang meeting po na yan ay nag-preside po si Executive Secretary. Pinamumunuan po ni MMDA Chairman at saka ni GM Jojo Garcia. Meron po kaming tinatawag na quota sa kanila. Kinukotahan po namin sila. Minimum quota namin is 500 tests a day sila po. And then yung po namin is makapag-testing po kami na more than 30,000 na suspected PUIs and PUMs. Ang balak po namin ay talagang maubos po yan before May 15. Nakapag-test na po kami na more or less 100,000 po dito sa Manila.
Okay, napakaganda po nun at talagang suportado naman po kami sa inyong mga ginagawa and hopefully po ay maklear na rin yung NCR at magbalik na po tayo sa normal activities natin although under new normal system na po. So maraming salamat po Secretary Galvez sa lahat ng tulong niyo po sa amin. LPP po is in full support of all your actions and measures that you're implementing at mabuhay po kayo at maraming salamat po. Thank you,
Salamat
Dax.
po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po, Go Presby. Secretary, if I may just have one quick rejoinder about the LSI. Ang maganda rin po kasi isang iniingatan natin sa sitwasyon is community transmission na kung saan cases in GCQ areas might spontaneously arise at hindi na natin matrace, no? That will be very difficult to contain. So kaya po maganda na inaagapan niyo yung LSI. Ang naging patakaran namin ngayon dito sa aming probinsya, ang dami na pong nangungulit sa social media, sa Facebook na gusto nila umuwi sa aming probinsya. Ang problema, ang aming quarantine po ay nasa 144 lang po ang kwarto namin. Nasa 500 plus mahigit na po ang nag-signify na gustong umuwi dito. So ang problema, kung for 14 days ko yan by 144, hindi talaga aabot in just a few weeks. Talaga aabutin ng buwan bago sila makauwi sa amin. But I think if you will really consider the government spending money on PCR tests, we might allow home quarantine, lalo na kung nag-negative na sila. So ang isang iniisip namin po, at least for our province in Quirino, is pagka galing sila ng isang lugar outside of the province, nag-negative na po sila, kahit kami na po sumundo para sigurado kami, kasi minsan doon sa biyahe pa uwi, doon po nahahawa eh. So kami na susundo, dadali namin sa bahay at i-ensure namin ng home quarantine, lalo na kung nakapag-PCR test po. Tama naman po si Governor Velasco, napakahirap, nakakapangamba na mag-home quarantine kapag walang PCR test dahil hindi talaga namin sigurado. At syempre alam natin na within the confines of their own home, baka hindi na nila na-observe ang proper rules and protocols. So yun po ang isang issue. Maganda na po na sinimulan nyo na po yan. Secretary, maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Thank you po. Rest assured na pangalagaan po namin yung mga protected areas po natin at hindi po namin hayaan na mawala po yung paghihirap po ng LGU.
Thank you, Secretary. So at this point, we've taken so much time of our good Secretary, even Dr. Lechon. Thank you for your time, Secretary. Gusto ko lang po sabihin bago tayo magpunta sa next portion, isang portion na lang po, yung ibang items in our agenda ay sasantabi na natin for a future meeting. Isang portion na lang po kasi meron tayong konting information from Microsoft. Siya po ang sponsor natin ngayon kung bakit meron tayong 6 months free license dito for the ULAP. Salamat po sa Microsoft. But before we go to that portion, Mr. Secretary, I would like to personally thank you for your time. Nandun po si Governor Velasco nung unang araw na nagkaroon tayo ng end-dream meeting po sa Malacanang. At naalala ko na you were one of those who recommended the early lockdown. And I think you, Secretary Anyo, many of the cabinet members there, upon the firm decision of the President, saved many lives for your very decisive measures during the initial phases of this pandemic. Mabuhay po kayo, Secretary. Pinagdadasal namin ang inyong kaligtasan at kalusugan at kailangan po kayo ng ating bayan. Sahan niyo po na kami dito sa ULAP, ang lahat ng level ng LGUs ay sumusuporta sa inyong liderato po. Maraming salamat.
Salamat po, maraming salamat po. At mula po sa ating Pangulong mahal na Presidente, Rodrigo Dorwan Duterte, pinapaabot niya po ang pasasalamat po sa inyo at sa aming pagtulong. Pagka sabi niya po na sa akin na pagka kailangan niya po ng tulong, nandiyan po kami at lilipad po kami sa inyo.
Salamat din po. Thank you, Secretary. I know you are a very busy person. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Sa ating mga kaibigan dito sa ULAP, nagpapaabot po ng kanyang kamusta sa atin si Senator Bongo at sinasabi po niya na sana po buksan natin ang ating isip at loob sa kanyang panukalang balik probinsya. Ito ay isang programa na sa tingin ko will help develop our countryside. baka sa susunod, magkakaroon po tayo ng mga future dialogues, perhaps with our good senator or with other cabinet members who will give us more information on how we can better serve our people. At this point, 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you po, Secretary. Malami pong salamat. 5 to 10 minutes na lang po, and then we adjourn. Let me now recognize our friends from Microsoft. We have Mr. Andres Ortola, who will give us a very brief presentation on how our LGUs can prepare for the new normal.
Yes, I hope you can hear me well.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Very well, thank you. Thank you so much, Governor Kua, for having us. I was paying attention to the conversation. My mother tongue is Spanish. It's impressive how Filipino Spanish I can pick words around the conversation. So thank you for having us. I wanted to share a few details on how we are looking at this pandemic and the projects and the initiatives that we've been partnering with. The government institutions hopefully will serve as probably an inspiration of things that we can do together. So first, let me start sharing how we view. I hope you're sharing you see my slides. This is how we view the situation and a framework that we adopted to look at the situation. So obviously, there's a flatten, a fight, and a future phase. Flatten being the phase that perhaps we're still in the Philippines and probably many places in the world. Main objective, limiting the number of confirmed cases via lockdown and other medical and frontliner efforts. Then the fight phase, which is where institution, public and private, will work together to find ways to restart the economy, fight the virus, and find that balance between lives and livelihood that we're all hoping to achieve. And then, of course, the future phase, which where disease is controlled through vaccination, through immunity herd, or simply a cure, and so things are come back to normal. We see, of course, there is a lot of medical and security forces interventions and all this, but if we take those out of the equation, we see what we call the NPIs, or non-pharmaceutical interventions, taking places first in both phases, in flatten and fight, and then pharmaceutical coming after, of course, when the vaccines and the medicines are available. And so if we were to look at a graphic phase and how economic activity and critical patients will look like in the face of these three phases, we probably would see, the flattened phase with the spike and the curve of infected people, and of course the mission being flattening that curve. The questions that we are asking ourselves is how long will this phase take, and how deep will be the drop of the economical activity. Of course, the longer the phase, the deeper the drop. And so then moving to the next phase, which is where we see the restart of some of the economies, and hopefully we transition from ECQs to GCQs, and some of the local economies will take steps toward restarting. And then same questions around how long will this phase take? And the more importantly is, what is the level of economy, all that gray area in the potential pathways, and where is the path to recovery? Obviously, the shorter, the faster, the better. And then last but not least, how does the future look like? What are the new problems and situations and the challenges that we'll have to face after this is over, and we'll take all the learnings back. There is no secret, and I've heard the term a couple of times. There is going to be a new normal. There is already a new normal, as our normal has changed and things have changed on a personal level, on a business level, on anything in our lives. Everything in our lives has changed. So the question we're asking ourselves is, how do we partner with the government and LGUs to empower that new normal, to make sure we get into better phases and reactivate the economies on a faster pace? And I wanted to share a couple of things that are already happening, the way we see how we organize ourselves to tackle the situation. First, how organizations deal with data and everything that has to do with put the right data to be able to extract insights and have meaningful and put it meaningful information, put it right at the fingertips of the people that needs to make decisions. The second area will be real-time logistics and everything that has to do putting the right person at the right place at the right time, whether it's for personnel, equipment, security forces, utilization, maintenance, and so on. I've heard of conversations around contact tracing and testing. Definitely an area we've been working on, and we hope to continue helping the government. And last but not least, remote collaboration and teamwork. This has been a de facto for most of our commercial customers and the public sector ones. And so here are a couple of examples. I won't go through all the details here, but these are a couple of things that you might take as the actions, the things that we've been delivering, things that you could potentially take as ideas and hopefully take it back to your provinces and locations. Let me just tap on a couple. On the data estate piece, we partner with World Health Organization and ADB to help them process the many different ways of information to come from the hospital and all around the world in the form of different paper forms, data sets, everything. So we made use of artificial intelligence to interpret all those data sets and put them together for the World Health to be able to make sense and anticipate areas of action. Recently, I think a week ago, we partnered with the Social Security system to help them manage the data and the application in a record time. I think it was about 5 days between the first conversations until things were live. Managed a wage subsidy program for about 1.5 million companies, about 34 million workers. On the real-time logistics, you've probably seen some of these. The quarantine checkpoint reporting that the police is doing is based out of Microsoft technologies. We partner with police to provide them with the tools to be able to manage this in a very rapid fashion, and at the same time with the tools to collaborate to themselves, to connect in meetings and sessions like the one we're having here. Rapid Pass, an application to make sure logistics can be assured and faster pass through the quarantine, the checkpoints. That's been pretty helpful on the ground. On the contact tracing and testing, we partnered with Multisys to come up with staysafe.ph, which is a self contact tracing application, self-registering application stage, and social distancing system. Still in the very early phases, but promising to be one of the main platforms for us to achieve mass contact tracing. Project ARC, it's something in motion. We've been partnering with Mr. Concepcion and Go Negocio on helping manage rapid testing at scale, complementing the testing capabilities that the government is going to put in place, try to have a rapid testing infrastructure that would allow fast data and management for us to take actions in early detections of possible infection points. On the lower part, I mentioned the work with police. Supreme Court has been working online on Teams like us for quite some time already, and soon we'll start running sessions, cases, court cases live on Teams as well. And last but not least, you guys are part of this. We have enabled more than 15,000 government officials with free access to office collaboration tools. The list keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we hope to continue collaborating there where it matters. I think my reflection here, it's after seeing some of the things that we already did and the things that are going to come. When the right resources fall in place, when the right urgency is driven, we've seen things happening really, really fast and delivering value right away. So I'm really trustful that this could be replicated, hopefully getting a scale to help us manage the situation. And so, quickly shifting gears to what could be the fight in the future phases and the role of the LGUs and other organisms. We need to deal with this new normal. This new normal that will bring things that we're not probably ready for, and for which we believe technology can help. Things like social distancing. There is, for experience in other countries, we learned that there is no possible way for any country to control social distancing without the help of technology. You see here a little picture of AI-infused controls and reporting systems and alarm systems, things that we'll have to think about when we want to establish a social distancing at scale. Contact tracing at scale, we talked about it. Cleaning protocols, private organizations, public organizations, everywhere will have to have a complete different way of managing cleaning and maintenance protocols moving forward. Remote learning, if you think about, we have 23 million students that are going to come back to school in about a month or something like this, and their experience will be completely different. There will be remote learning for most of them. Medicine, how do we get our doctors protected and being able to have sessions like this one and diagnose and prescribe and work with patients in the safety of the quarantine environments. Last but not least, the last two, secure remote teamwork. No question that we will move into a teamwork world, a teamwork scenario where everybody will have to, in some form or shape, for the foreseeable future, work in a remote basis. It's extremely important, we believe, to do that in a secure way, in a controllable way, in a way that we can all trust that the information being shared, it's going to be preserved. And last but not least, remote development. The Philippines is big, as you probably know, in offshore services and BPOs and in development services. We want to make sure we help those local companies to stay relevant, to stay productive in this new era. So those are some things that we'll see happening today and will increase in the next 18 to 24 months. In a simplistic way of looking at it, our framework to work with public sector has always been and will continue being engaged. How do we help government to engage and connect with citizens better? How to modernize the workplace in general, and how to enhance those government services that are going to be provided in the post-COVID era. Public safety, citizen services, smart infrastructure, those are concepts and things that are going to come very, very much alive in the next few months, years to come. So we hope to continue to partner with you on those. And I'm going to close. I wanted to be super brief today. I think it's been a long session already. We'll continue partnering with you on trying to achieve our mission of empowering every person, organization, and the planet to achieve more. In this case, we'll help you to achieve faster and better situation for our constituents and our people moving on from this COVID-19 situation. I'll share a personal favorite here, a phrase from Mr. Churchill. Pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, and optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. The difficulties here are enormous for everybody, and so are the opportunities. I'm glad that we had this conversation. I'm asking my team to be more engaged than ever, be more available than ever, hopefully through ULAP, through this platform, and in direct engagement if that's the situation, to help you take advantage of this opportunity. We're here to help. We're here to collaborate. We have a mission, not just to serve technology, but to help the country, and that's what we're really aiming for. And with that, thank you, Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much for having us here. Thank you so much, Governor.
Thank you, Andres. And to your organization and your team, we express our gratitude also for your support to the ULAP and for all your work for the country. So keep safe.
Thank you so much.
So that's all for we have. That's all the time we have for today, and those are the items in our agenda. We have. We wanted to have a portion today for exchange of best practices, but perhaps everybody will be busy already. We can always have another sessions very soon. So thank you po to all our colleagues, to our governors who joined us, to our mayors, to our barangay captains, to our board members, vice mayors, vice governors, and councilors and board members. Lahat sa inyo, thank you po. Signing off po, and keep safe. And I hope to see you all again soon. Hopefully, hindi na tayo kailangan mag-mask. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. O nga pala, kung may time kayo, please try to accomplish our evaluation forms. And please keep in mind, we will send our referendum for the resolutions to your emails very soon din po.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. See you, everyone. Thank you.
Ingat po kayong lahat. Thank you po.
Ingat.
Mm.